Quick interruption because this fixes all content creator problems. If you're consistently adjusting your camera, losing framing when you move, or re-recording content because you drifted out of the shot, that is a waste of time and engagement. I started using the OBS by mini camera and it eliminated all of that. It uses AI auto tracking to follow you in real time, keeps you perfectly framed, and delivers clean, professional video without extra gear or full studio setup. Whether you're streaming, podcasting, or on client calls, this makes you look locked in and polished automatically. Stop fighting your camera and focus on your message. I dropped the affiliate link in the description. If you're serious about content, this is an easy upgrade. As you can see, I'm testing out the camera and everything, and it's working out pretty well. Hit the link, get yours.
Welcome to the table. Power, perspective, profit.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome to another show, one of the dopest shows on YouTube where we talk about everything under the sun, as long as we get back to the money, real conversations, and real solutions. I'm your host, Courtney Egg, and I got my co-host with me, Unbiasedly Raw, Macaroni Tony, and Marcus Courtney. And we got some guests with us today. What's up? What's up? How y'all feeling?
Hello.
I think I'm going through something like a midlife crisis or shit like that. I don't know.
Ashwagandha is good for that.
I think you're too young to be going through a midlife crisis.
Literally.
Listen, I want to go ahead and dive right into the topic. Because it was good before we started the live. So before we get there, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure you hit the bell notification. All right. So let's get to this topic because we was having a conversation before we started the live, and Jessica brought it up in regards to midlife crisis. So the question is, do women have midlife crisis? Now, anybody who want to start off can go ahead.
I'll start off. I think women do have a midlife crisis.
You're not a woman.
He said anybody, but go ahead.
I thought it was a question for the women.
Well, he said anybody. He ain't say, hey, women.
I'm just messing with you. Go ahead.
No, you got it.
I like to hear this take.
All right. I think in today's society, more and more women are in the workforce, and they've been doing like a lot of things that men have done before, and they are paying their own bills, doing a lot of stuff on their own. It requires a lot of time to work on yourself and do what you got to do and everything, and then you do miss out on some things, because that's exactly what men used to do back in the day. They used to go to work, work hard, provide for the family and everything, and then they look up, half their life is gone. And then they do some midlife crisis stuff like buying a new motorcycle, go travel, do this and everything of that nature. So I think because a lot of women are doing the same thing, that is the reason why they are having a midlife crisis. Not all of them. I'm just saying, if we was to compare and contrast like the same kind of activity, it's the same thing. A lot of women say they're going to find themselves in X, Y, and Z and blah, blah, blah. They on a spiritual journey. They go through 2-3 different types of religion and all that type of stuff. So it's like a midlife crisis. And then, but I think what it is, they like to categorize it different because they want to give the details of the why they doing. But nobody ever asks the reason why the man has their midlife crisis. It's just you a man and you going crazy. Instead of actually sitting down like, why are you acting like this? Or why are you doing the things that you do? Why are you making these purchases? And he'll sit down and say, well, I did this, I did that. I was told I was supposed to do this and X, Y, and Z. I had some good times. I had some bad times. And I had to power through it. And I never had really time for myself. So that's the reason why I want to do the things I'm doing. And that's the reason why we always have these conversations, because women do not actually want to have conversations with men. So they categorize men as not a shaming tactic, as a bad thing, as a midlife crisis, because there's some kind of shame attached to it. That's the reason why they don't want to categorize their midlife crisis as such.
Yeah, I think for men's midlife crisis, if you want to call it that, it's not necessarily how I feel how women do it, because when a man does it, if he has a family, he's not trying to get rid of his family. He just wants to get some more dope shit. Like he might take a couple of risks here and there. I mean, a midlife crisis could be betting a shit ton of money on stocks, or like you said, buying a motorcycle, buying an old school car, doing shit like that. Not something out of your norm. But when you see, like, I don't think women do that. I think if we would call it a midlife crisis, they getting rid of everybody. Like the kids are out, they're in college. You gone as the man. You're done. Now she's out. She's fucking, hey, I'm going to Costa Rica, hang out, chill, fucking couple months. You know, if you here, you here. If you're not, you're not. It is what it is. But I think men do it just for their pleasure, but not to get rid of their significant other.
Well, can I just say this? Okay, so let's define midlife crisis. Okay, so what a midlife crisis? It's a crisis. It's a time of emotional stress and doubt in middle age, and so that's around 40 to 60. So some of the signs are a deep sense of boredom with your daily life. You know, you're probably just like, it's like, what am I doing with my life? You know, this is where I'm at, kind of like what Macaroni was saying. Intense regret over past choices, sudden impulsive actions, anxiety about aging, and pulling away from family or friends. So I think a lot of times men are the ones that are categorized as going through a midlife crisis.
Marcus just said that. He said,
I'm agreeing. I'm agreeing with that. What you said. I mean, you gave one. I wouldn't say just because somebody's going to purchase, you know, a boat randomly that they're going through a midlife crisis. There's a lot of things that go along with that. But I think the difference. Well, here's the thing, right? So as you age, you have a decline in hormones, which plays a major factor. And I think people just don't talk about that enough. Like men have a decline in testosterone. Testosterone affects so many things. I mean, women have testosterone too, and they have a decline too, but it affects so many things. So I know people who have gone through it, and they're just like, they don't feel like they have a sense of, I don't know, maybe like belonging. Or I agree with Marcus about like a man, if they have a family, they're going to keep their family typically intact, right? They might go out there and do whatever they want to do to get attention from somebody on the outside, things like that. But women, yeah, they will throw everything away. However, it's a little different. It's not just a midlife crisis. It's a shift in hormones. It's still like as you get older. So the decline in hormones affects your brain, it's brain fog. You can go through a depression. Like that could start in their 30s, in their late 30s, and it could be a 15-year span.
Was that one of the things that's on the list of the categories of midlife crisis hormones?
I think only the testosterone will affect in the man is him not just want to have sex as much. Everything else is still fine.
No, and I do think
that's not true.
I do
disagree with you on that one.
I do think we do talk about men testosterone all the time, because that's one of the number one shaming tactics women say when men get older. Y'all can't get it up. Y'all need Viagra, X, Y, and Z.
Okay, well then women know that, so it shouldn't be an issue. They know it.
But you said we don't talk about it enough.
No. I know. I'm just saying I know, but I don't think what's talked about is the fact that there are things that you guys can't help, and that obviously women can't help. You can't help the shift of your hormones. It's just what it is. Like I
think the issue is that, like,
hold up, before y'all get into it, let Jessica and Raw go.
Yeah, well, I rarely hear women like trying to shame men about losing testosterone. However, we do know there's been a huge decline in men's testosterone, and that even goes prior to y'all hitting, I guess, a midlife crisis. But
you don't think women would like?
Let her finish the thought, bro. Let her finish the thought first, bro.
No, if a man's having issues in bed, a lot of times, I mean, this is another topic, but she's looking like a lot of women, then they'll start to feel some kind of way about the connection, about themselves, rather than going in and putting shame on him.
But that's what puts shames on the man, because they're like, oh, it's something wrong with me. It's like, ain't got shit to do with you. But then it's like, all right, well, no, it does. Then it becomes a whole bigger issue.
No, but I mean, this could go into another thing. But men don't communicate with them, because if they are like shameful or feeling some kind of way about it, they're not communicating. They're not telling the woman, "No, it's me."
Do you think a woman's gonna believe that?
And let's be honest, women these days aren't really receptive to or even nurturing in that way to accept what a man is saying. It's an embarrassing like to share with somebody that I'm sorry I can't get my dick up. Like
Sure.
Oh, she's 100%. You fucking somebody else, or you don't think I'm whatever. It's no way she's gonna be like, oh, I feel so bad. That shit don't happen.
But then what is she like? If y'all aren't talking about it and communicating with her, then
But what I'm saying, it doesn't matter what you say. She's still gonna think it's about her. It doesn't matter.
I think that's
Really matter what you say.
I think that's the dilemma in current dating. I think that's what's going on. Right? We can talk about what should be, but what is, that's the dilemma of the situation in dating or in relationships.
I mean, shit. Everyone got drunk a couple times and like, yeah, I'm cool. And guess what? That shit didn't go well. You know what I mean? Come on.
right.
We can all we all been through that before.
but even I feel like even on the other side, like a lot of times I don't think men truly understand the opposite, that when a woman is having this emotional like attack. I mean, women are emotional anyway, right? So we already know that. But now when you have that decline in your hormones, testosterone, progesterone, estrogen, now you might not get wet down there, right? So now it might be painful to have sex. You don't feel like, you don't even know who you are. You feel, I mean, I'm just saying there is lube, you know what I mean? There's lube, there's O shots, so you can rejuvenate your, girl down there. But there are things, but I think that if you know this, like this is not like, I don't know why people act like, oh, we get in this relationship now all of a sudden there's a shift. Who are you now? Like if you plan to have longevity with a person, you know that these things are going to be things. It's going to come up. So like, let's be ready for it.
You would think so.
Yeah, I think that's a lot easier said than done.
Yeah, that's a should. Most people aren't thinking about that when they're in a relationship. They aren't thinking about what's to come in the future, the things that you're going to go through. But ultimately, though, if you ask me, all of it is the same. But the difference that I'm hearing is women just have a scientific term for midlife crisis versus men. Men don't have a scientific term. It's just midlife crisis. You guys have menopause, because what it sounds like to me is there's a decline on what's going on. Your hormones are shifting as you get older. Men don't necessarily have that because you guys have a reason for the menopause. There's many different factors, but men have it too in the decline. So our emotions, our hormones change and different things like that. So that's what it sounds like to me. That I'm hearing.
I don't know, because
that's what I said before. That's what I said. Like it's a negative connotation on midlife crisis. Women do not like to associate themselves with shame. So if they say it in a different way, but it's the same thing, they feel better saying it in a different way.
No, I just
that's literally what's going on right now. Y'all literally said when you get a certain age, your hormones change. You start thinking about stuff different. Even when Marcus gave an example of saying like they'll clear the whole family. Men usually don't do it, but y'all will. I mean, we said, oh yeah, you read the definition of it, and that's one of the things, disassociation. I said some things. Basically, we said the same thing that was in the description of midlife crisis. But like Courtney said, because y'all have a technical or a biological attachment to it, it's different. But it is the same thing, because I hear women all the time saying they're going out to find themselves when they get a certain age and saying, hey, I spent all my life doing X, Y, and Z, getting with these guys that ain't got what.
Shit.
D.L. Hughley daughter was saying that she used to mess with guys with dirty socks and all this type of stuff. So she got to a certain age and she like, I need to find a real thing because I'm at this age. I don't have time. I don't have time to be dealing with these dudes that's not intentional. That's literally, and even
I guess
though,
if you want to say that, if you want to say it like if you want to say it like that, like some of the same
because
effects.
I think what you guys are doing are speaking from a place of technical. But if we look around the world and hear what a lot of women saying, we will associate that as a midlife crisis. If
Oh,
you're saying the things that would be under the umbrella of a midlife crisis by
so
definition.
you're saying that women saying that they're going to date more intentionally is a midlife crisis?
No, now add a little bit more to that of what I said.
Which part? You said a lot.
I said at a certain age. It's not because if you're 29 and dating intentionally, that's totally different from somebody near menopause and saying, this is
What's
how I saw my life. I felt like I was going to be at a certain age and being married and have kids. Now I'm dating intentional because I made all these mistakes and I don't have time to be dealing with guys that's not intentional.
But being intentional is not a crisis. I would say it's not.
Yeah.
It's different from a crisis. So I think that
But
when a
based
person,
off the definition, you're moving because the age of the time, and you have regret of the things you did before and the decisions that you made in the past. Now you're at a certain age.
I mean, I don't mean to be like, but that would almost be a good thing. But I don't think that's what women are doing.
I mean, no. I'm not saying it's a bad or good thing. I'm saying what is.
But no, that would if they weren't dating intentionally, like for the right thing, I mean, it would be a good thing. But I don't think that's what if they hit that mid, I think it's more like, yo, I wasted my whole time being this and this and this. I want to do shit for myself. I don't really think it's like I want to be like now date intentionally because that would be the smart thing to do. But I don't think that's really what they're doing.
But at the same time, you have to put the variable of the age and the time. That's what we're talking about. It's like we're taking that away and we just listening. We just trying to put in dating intentional. No, the context of it goes along with the context of the definition of the reason why they are dating intentional. It's not because they came from a background and they saw their mom and saw their dad. So I'm being intentional because I see other women making bad decisions, getting with certain guys. They making the same decisions of them. And then they get to a certain age and they say, hey, I'm at this age. It's time for me to make different decisions because previously I made wrong decisions. Now I'm at the age I don't have time to deal with AS dudes that's wasting time in X, Y, and Z.
So I'm gonna just break it down from my perspective. Women don't have a midlife crisis. Their whole life is in crisis. And what Macaroni's trying to do is talk about midlife repair.
Midlife repair. Midlife
Once
repair.
they get tired of living in turmoil, now they're trying to repair on the back end. They're always in crisis. They have a period. We overcoddle women for a good reason. I mean, we like them, so we overcoddle them. But they do a lot of complaining their whole damn life. They have to discuss and deal with it, whatever. There's a burden of performance on men to where women, okay, once they hit puberty or whatever, everybody starts coddling them. Yeah, you got your creeps and whatever that try to prey on them, but for the most part, everybody coddles them. It's the reason why a woman can go punch damn near Brock Lesnar in the face right now, and the skinniest dude in the neighborhood will go and try and fight him if he tries to do something back, knowing good and damn well she's been antagonizing the shit for the past 3 hours. So they get older and menopause hits and all that, and they run out of steam in the cooter and whatever, and now they trying to do midlife repair. They shit been in shambles. That's why they tell you that you sassy if you try to find peace. Peace gives them anxiety. They have to keep a healthy level of chaos around to function. Men, on the other hand, we have a burden of performance on our shoulders to where we always got to look out for the next person, look out for this, for that, whatever. If y'all want us to start dating y'all at the age of 16, let's just say, let's throw that in high school, 16 or whatever. Y'all still not going to go for the broke dude in school. Y'all going to go for the dude that got a little bit of money. He got to at least be able to buy you a rose every other date. get you some pizza slices or whatever until he graduates to something else. So there's a burden of performance. So what happens is when we're both kids, women have their dreams, or I should say girls, because you're not women yet. Girls have their dreams, boys have their dreams. Boys, we done had the Lamborghini posters on the wall, the big ass mansion, all this other shit. We had shit that we aspired to go get. Women got the stuff that they want. Thing with women is they can corral a bunch of motherfuckers around guys to get stuff for them. We gotta bust our ass, pause, to go get whatever we want. But somewhere in there, we also want to take care of a woman because we want a companion, which now throws all our stuff on the back burner. So boom, now you have kids, you done got a house. It might not be as big as the one you wanted. You done stepped off the Lamborghini dreams. You done got a Mercedes. It's close enough. You done put kids through school. They done got to high school. They survived. They're doing good or whatever. And that's when men step back and like, all right, I know I got 15 things on this list. I'm at least get 2 of these motherfuckers before I die. And that's the crisis that men go through. And that's when you see that, oh, okay, they not finna consult with their wife, the family, whatever. Fuck this. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna get this yacht. We on the water. If you like it or not, oh well. Whatever. Where women, on the other hand, they're just more chaotic. They're used to it. I mean, once they period cramps and stuff start, they just used to chaos. On the menopause end, if they haven't secured a partner by the time they get there, that's when they start trying to dial it back in, and they're like, oh, okay, well, yeah, I had all this fun or whatever, but now these medical bills and stuff, these doctor visits and all this is starting to pile up. Now let me go find my knight in shining armor. And that's why I said the women have midlife repair, the men have the crisis, because it's like, all right, I done did everything for everybody to the best of my ability. I'm gonna get 2, 3, 4 things for me. And it's not that women don't do stuff for everybody as well, but they're just more seasoned in that realm. And the ones that don't make it to the white picket fence or whatever, those are the ones that are on the back end, they start to do repairs. So that's why we don't put the word crisis on women when they go through their midlife. Which,
Yeah, that's why I was saying in the beginning that I don't think a lot of women actually care or try to have a deep dive or a deep conversation about the reason why a man may have a midlife crisis. And he spoke to it perfectly, because you as a man just supposed to do what you're supposed to do. A man's supposed to provide, protect, have the child. Whenever difficulty hit, you're supposed to figure it out. You're supposed to do what's best for the family and everything. Now, I'm not complaining about this, right? I don't think most men are complaining about it. I'm just saying what is, and when we do what we supposed to do. But just like what he said, I had like 15 things I wanted to do. I'm about to knock out about 3 of these. If I'm about to buy me a motorcycle, I'm about to buy a motorcycle. If I'm about to put some stuff in stocks, I'm about to do that. If I never been outside the country because I've been busting my behind this whole time trying to do everything, I'm about to go do this, and I'm going by myself, and I just want to kick it and everything. Now, because a lot of women don't have the lens or the reason why, it just looked like a man just sporadically looking like my life is on the decline. I'm just finna make these crazy decisions and just do all this stuff. That's what a lot of women see it as.
I think.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say that, we constantly have these like battled conversations, right, about men versus women, and it's very hard for each other to look at the other person's perspective because you only have your lens. Like women are emotional. They're used to being got, right? Like they're used to the men coming after them and seeking them. Men are the protectors and providers. And while it is recognized, not by all women, that puts a heavy burden, I think, on a lot of men because men are looked at as what they can provide. And I think there's not a lot of grace that are given to men. But one of the things that Raw said was, you said the ones who don't make it to the picket fence are the ones that are having the midlife repair. I'm glad you said that because I think there's different categories of people. If we're talking about people, whether, say you're from the hood, yeah, you're constantly in crisis. I feel like, or, if that's the environment that you're in, you are going to be in crisis, right? You're not always going to get that that man that's going to protect and provide, because they're not all, they don't even know how to do that. They haven't had good examples, right? And the women aren't there to nurture and love. They're there to, you know, what can you do for me? I'm not saying that that's all the time, but that's just it. If you have two people who are like wholesome people, they have, you know, good mindsets, and they have common goals of, you know, building together. It looks a lot different. So I just think that there's different levels to, there's different, you know, categories of people, and it's environment based as well.
Yeah. I don't know. From what I was hearing when you were talking, to me, it sounds actually more comparable. And when you're saying, I think that people don't give women enough credit, to be quite honest, because I think women sometimes do too much. And I think they're raised like that, right? You're raised to take care of your little dolls or your little siblings or whatever it is. Like that's expected from young girls. And then getting into adulthood, that's what women are doing too. They're putting it all on themselves. You guys are acting like, oh, it's so hard for men because they have to go out and they're working, especially in 2026. Women are also doing that. So I don't think it's, the only thing I see as far as comparable is the fact that they get to a certain age and they're like, kind of like, screw this, I'm doing what I want to do. But what we initially were saying, women are going more internal, right? You were saying about women get religious, they get spiritual, whatnot. Whereas men, they're going external, and they're wanting to buy a motorcycle, or maybe they were going for another woman. Someone else mentioned that. So that's really how I see it. But
so we agree that it's the same thing, right?
Oh, but hold on, Matt. Let me say something to that though. So you're saying that, you know, the women, they got to take care of the dolls and all this other stuff, right? And that's fine. But and just like Jay said, you know, we're kind of speaking from each other's blind spot, because yeah, you take care of the dolls, which in turn takes care of the siblings and whatever. But even you, if you're at the age of 15 and you got a little brother that's 11 and y'all go to school, there's still a burden of performance on the 11-year-old as a boy growing into a man to still take care of you. You might be oblivious to it, and he's younger than you. And yeah, you know, at home you're supposed to take care of him, but once we leave the house, that young man is still responsible for your safety. So that's why I'm just saying, like, you know, and just, you know, Jay said we speak from each other's blind spot, so we don't know the experience from the other side. But just if I'm gonna speak in generalities, even if that 11-year-old can't hold it down for you when you 15, the whole block of men will still jump in and help you, even if you're in the wrong. Guys just crash out, and that's another reason why, you know, self deletions and all this are high on the guy side, because like, shit, if I done tried the whole alphabet A through Z and nothing worked, fuck it, I'm out of here. Like, clearly I don't know shit. You know what I mean? Whereas women, you know, if you show that you're in duress long enough, you get 5, 10, 15 people to come pick you up. And I guess that's just where it's a blind spot to me, to where I say, you know, y'all aren't necessarily in crisis, because to me, a lot of women do choose their plight. There's somebody that'll pick you up and put you up. But
ideally,
sometimes you overlook those people because you want to have fun, and fun comes with consequences on the back end, which leads to repair. But that's my opinion.
I mean, ideally, right, women have that support, and I would agree, right, women have more of a camaraderie even with other women. However, even to your point, as far as like men and self-unalive, women actually attempt more than men. I think
what's going on, and this happens a lot, it only became like a gender war when men start talking about their experiences. And what a lot of women do is, soon as men start saying our experiences and saying how different it is, women say, no, let me tell y'all how it's worse over here. And then we sitting here like, we ain't talking about who's worse or what. We're just saying what is, and we just saying that there's a difference. And that's the reason why we will have a back and forth when we on panels and everything, because I don't think any men up here discounted women. I think we just having a healthy conversation, understanding things, But at the same time, a lot of men are trying to express, hey, it is different. This is our experiences. Soon as we start doing that, it's met with, well, y'all got to understand women, and our stuff is actually worse. This is what we going through. Okay, we understand y'all going through, and we have our ears and we listen. But at the same time, if you put it in a way that it's actually worse over here, then what Raw just said when he said to unalive what men do, you say, well, forget y'all unalivement.
No.
It's actually it's actually more over here. But I understand the study. Men are just way more successful at it.
Right.
Because
Yeah, no,
the different methods.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to discount men's mental health at all.
No, I'm speaking in general.
Okay, yeah, I don't want you to think that.
No, I'm not saying like mental health. I'm saying like what tends to happen in general. I'm not saying that like you did it.
Okay.
But I'm saying like it's like an underlining thing when men are talking about our experience, because I think really men only really started talking about experience in the last 5 years.
Yeah.
After COVID. Women been talking about y'all experience for so long, and men have been like witnessing it. That's the reason why you see a lot of men these days don't approach women, because y'all said what y'all said. Y'all
Do you
weird.
think it has anything? Do you think it has? Sorry. Do you think it has anything to do with the fact that, being that women, because the way conditioning, programming, the way they're grown up, they're more empathetic, so they. A lot of the times are.
I don't think women are more.
Let me just 1 second. So women are already like, they're more empathetic. They're already caring about men's feelings, even before y'all were talking on it. Like women,
they should. They should.
I don't think women are more empathetic. I don't think y'all are empathetic with men. This is just me, because anytime men start talking about stuff like some real stuff, as far as our experience on our day to day, women, not saying you, not anybody on this panel, just speaking in general, they throw us off and say y'all need to go to therapy. Don't hold all that stuff in, and then they give us lectures of why we need to go to therapy. So now we can't even talk about what we talk about, because at the end of the day, we are being raised in the same households y'all being raised in. So we understand what's going on, but soon as men saying, hey, how it affected me, a lot of women say you need to go to therapy. They don't want to talk about it. You're crazy. You don't this, that, and third, get villainized, right? So it's not a situation that women are more empathetic, because every time we start having these conversations, I think we had a panel one time up here, and we was actually talking about empathy, right? It was like the difference between empathy and sympathy, right? I can have empathy for you, and I can sympathize with you, but I will never know 100% your plight in your lens in your life.
Yeah.
Right? You will never. We will never know. But at the same time, anytime men start talking about stuff and our what we go through in general, not saying this, I know I got to preface that, we got to talk about women now. So guess what? So and I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna leave it alone. Guess what men do? We shut up and just sit back, because we already know what's gonna happen when we start talking about our stuff. And then y'all say we don't know how to communicate.
I'm gonna jump in real quick before she rebuttals. Mm-hmm. What I'm gonna say is, women used to be empathetic, and even then, I think that was false empathy, because if you think about it, in modern society, when we talk about these relationships and stuff, and women want the old school men back or whatever, them old school men was getting bullied. Once you had three plus women gathered, if it was only one or two dudes, that's why they used to go find their own corner. That's the reason why when they was cooking, niggas wasn't in the kitchen. You used to just holler out like, hey, I need another beer. You knew if you go in there, you was getting your head chopped off. But the reason I say the empathy is fake and it don't exist anymore is because with the rise of feminism, we can see on all these platforms now that there are women that they'll go during their pregnancy, go get an ultrasound, and if they see that little wee-wee dangling, they canceling it. They will not have debate. Like, they don't like men, so I don't understand how women have fathers, brothers, and all this, but they don't like men so much to the extent that if they're just having a boy and they're going to be responsible for that young man, that means you taking care of this man, so you should be able to curate what you dream that should be out in the world. They would much rather delete that child than bring it to term and have a go at, you know, turning that child into a successful product of society. So I don't
I've never
think
heard.
empathy
I've never
should
heard
exist.
that. But I will say this:
you
I think
haven't?
there's a huge difference in also race. So, and I think it's a different dynamic. Like, you know, I'm just gonna say, Jess, I don't know what you are. You're very small on my screen, but I would assume just, you know, white. So your upbringing of
Really?
I mean, what am I gonna
She's
say?
clearly
Like,
white.
She might be
well, she's
Italian.
clearly white, but I can't really, you know, I'm just saying, yes.
She
I
might
don't
be
know what you
Italian.
Well, I am Italian, but that's
See, I knew it. I knew she was Italian. I knew she
Yeah,
was
but that's
I
Italian.
still
heard
knew
the
it.
but it's a different it's still
It's
different in the
still-
sense of, you know, so women back in the day, right? We were taught to, I think Ross said this, we're taught to go find that prince in shining armor. We're taught to take care of our dolls, all those things, like be nurturing, loving. But now that's not how it is right now. It's not like that now. And it also is a different dynamic. Now women are, what can you do for me? So women are like the new men in a sense. They want traditional men. They want a man to protect and provide, but they're not willing to play their role. And I think that's a major disconnect, but also with race, because, you know, I'm biracial, so I've seen it on both sides. I know, you know, my mom and stepmom were white, and my dad wasn't playing no games. You know, they knew what their role was, but there's other women, and I'm not saying this is always, but I'm just saying some of the things that I've seen, right? Some of the Black women have issues with that. Like, I'm not making your plate, right? Why would I make your plate? I've just seen it for myself. And so I think that we got to take that into consideration. And so a lot of times men don't have that safe space to be able to share certain things with a woman. Like when they come home, it's not like a safe space. It's, why do you have an attitude? You can't talk to me, or this, I need this, need that. I see this all the time. I work in the social service field. I see these things all the time.
I think the smartest thing is a dude to understand that you can't share everything with a woman. I don't do that shit. Like it's because it's gonna get you nowhere. Like honestly, like at some point you just gotta be like, you gotta adapt to what it is. And I think as men, we should understand like a little bit how women think, because I know women are gonna fucking hate this when I say this shit. But every man, when they're a kid, thinks exactly like a woman does. Like 100%. I remember, I'm just like a little short story, like real quick. Like I remember like during the summers, you know, like all the parents would take turns taking us to the mall and shit, drop us off, whatever. I was going to the mall one day with my friends. I needed money because we were gonna go to food court, whatever. Nope, like my mom's like, hey, go look at the couch, see if there's any money there. Boom, there's no money, whatever. I had to go, whatever. I'm going. I'm feeling like, you know what? My parents don't give a fuck about me, whatever. My friends would bail me out, get me food, whatever. I went home and I told my mom, I was like, you know what? You're the worst person, the worst parent in the world, blah, blah. And me expecting at this time being like, parents don't have feelings. Like, it is what it is. I'm telling this shit, and guess what? The response back is going to be like, you know what? I'm sorry. My bad. I didn't know you felt that way. I'm so sorry. My mom was fiery. She was like, what the? I bet your other friends do so and so and so. Fucking, I was crushed, crying and shit, you know, like I was a little kid. But at no time did I ever think that I was hurting her feelings by what I said. And I was just looking back from what, like, it's literally just only about me at that point. So, like, there's a lot of shit that we get hit with too all the time. It's like, yo, I'm telling you, this is an issue. But then when the women respond back, it's more like, no. It's about me. It's not, and not necessarily directly saying that, because I don't think you actually realize what you're doing. But it's more like you are this person with no feelings. This shouldn't hurt you at all. Like, but whatever is going on hurts me, and you need to understand that. So it's like, you know, like I said, I think most men have gone through this shit when they were younger. If you actually realize, like, play back how you were as a kid, and you just gotta adapt to it, and it's some way just try to work it out, because it's not gonna change.
Hey,
I think
Jay.
I think a lot of
Oh,
I'll be sure, Raw.
no, you good.
I think a lot of women ride the coattails of what used to be of women. Those women back in the day say women, they are empathetic. We do this. We make a house a home. We do this. We your backbone. All that stuff. I think they ride the coattail of the idea of what women used to do back in the day, but the actual action in today's in the messaging of today and the literature, even the literature of the day is nowhere near what it was back in the day. Nowhere near. You can actually read right now, right? It used to be newspapers. Right now it's Instagram, social media, YouTube, X, all that type of stuff, right? Now we got the music, you got books. You even had a woman that said she's going to write a book how to leave a good man, right? So if you put it in that perspective, right? Because we covered it on the show, Jay. We actually covered it on this show. It was like this show. Well, it was this lady. She was talking about her experience with a guy, and she said she left a good man. And then she did a whole segment, and then she was like, she's going to write a book on how to leave a good man. You got other women out here saying just because a man is a good man doesn't mean that's the man for you. This is actually being pushed out. So if we can hear this on a day-to-day basis, how can we then look at in general most women and say they gonna be the ones that make a house a home? Right? Because
I agree. You can't.
if I'm gonna do my part and she's saying she's gonna make a house a home, but in a general sense in today's society, probably a little younger than us, that just because he a good man, I'm gonna leave if he's not my good man. Like what's the point? Right? Now I ain't saying like all fail, like men shouldn't try to get married and nothing like that, but it's just one of those things when we have these conversations. And like I said, men only been talking about what we've been talking about for the last 5 years.
Well, men shouldn't be as chivalrous as they try to play old school and like I'm gonna take care of everything. I think at this point in life, the climate and how everything is, no man should say, you know what, I want to be equally felt like I'm important and she's important, and I'm gonna take care of everything. I think that's bullshit. I think we already know how things go. She's definitely gonna put in her work, because at the end of the day, like I just would never. I don't see that being like old school anymore, where women actually appreciate you doing things for her or paying for
because
bills.
women want equal rights, and so pretty much to what Rob was saying, like I so agree with the whole feminist movement. Women want to make the same decisions. We're not created equal, and then so now you have a lot of the same options as men, and you want to compete with men. And so now that you're competing with a man, you don't have that same man who is providing and protecting, because now you're providing and protecting. You're pushing that, your degree. And I'm all for people getting the most out of their experience, right? But I also think that somebody made a point I was going to say, but I lost it. I also, that might be that midlife no.
You know what?
I was just about to say that. Look, hey, look. I was just about to say that. You just proved my point. Y'all doing everything. So now y'all understand what the men was going through and everything that Ross said. Okay, I'm at a certain point in my life. I'm gonna check out these things. You know what I'm saying? So now, what you just said, women wanting to be like men. So now they going through it and they looking back. They have the regrets. They at the other side of their life, or at a certain age where whatever things ain't it. What was told to them back in the day is not actually going on, right? It's not actually going on.
Are not here anymore. Like, the soft women are not here anymore, and that's just one of the things
here.
that.
No. The soft women are here. They're just not on the internet.
Yeah, they're home
because they got the.
All right, see you guys. Sorry, gotta go.
They at home doing the stuff, right?
Somebody already swooped them up.
Yeah, somebody got to them quick. Like, let me go ahead and get her, boy.
Yeah.
But what you were saying, Marcus, you were saying that people, basically, men shouldn't, they shouldn't, kind of, I guess, I don't want to. put words in your mouth, like court in the way that they would,
Back
but
in the
I
day.
would say this. I think that no matter what, like you gotta be real with who you are. You know what I mean? So I think
No.
like even like for me, if I can't let a negative experience or what I experienced with somebody else to change. Like now I'm hard and I'm still going to be a soft woman. I'm still going to, cater to you. I'm still going to do all these things because I get the best version of you when I am. Women don't want to, huh?
No. I agree with you.
Yeah, women don't
like,
want to lay down anymore because they're not emotionally tied to somebody. When, to be honest, if you fulfill that duty, you have no idea the level of attention that you get from your man.
So I think two things could be like, could work out. So like I'm saying you have to evaluate the situation. For me, it could be two ways. Like if I was gonna be 100% provider, that the woman I would provide for would have to appreciate it, and she would have to be totally different from most women right now. They're like, most women I've ever dated. Like, you know what I mean? Like for me, there's a certain way I like it, because let's be like, I wish more people had realistic conversations because it's my fucking money. So you know what? I'm gonna understand, like, there's certain shit that I want to spend on, certain shit I don't want to spend on. I'm a human being. Everyone is the same way. So the woman that I would be 100% cool with would be so like frivolous and so like, like appreciative. I would have to make her go buy something. And that is typically not the way women are right now. So
yeah,
hey,
gimme.
Yeah. So how it is now, you like the name brand shit, cool. You make your money, I'm fine. But I know if it was my money, I'm gonna be irritated. So that won't be a good relationship. So I think like you have to just evaluate like what makes you work. So I mean, it could go either way. I could do that, but she would have to be a certain kind of way. Or if I don't do it, she had to be a certain kind of way. So
I know Raul was gonna say something.
Marcus, you just messed up because you just said a woman should appreciate something that you did.
Okay. Yeah, well, that's not gonna happen.
I was about to say, well, we should.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of women, when he made the comment that he want to be with a woman that appreciate the stuff that he did or that he do or does, I didn't heard plenty of women just like appreciate. That's bare minimum. You're supposed to do it.
That's what you're supposed to do.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Even worse when it's a divorce and she take half of your shit. Then it's like, well, hey, I deserve that. No, you didn't. You don't deserve that shit.
Hey, look, Courtney is smiling because like that's true. Like what? Like
I'm saying it's a great segue. It's a great segue for the
So I had stuck a pin in something that Jay said, which I wasn't really trying to do, but since we brought up race, what I was gonna say in the race department, with most of us up here being black, is I don't understand why we do what other people do and we follow the trends of general bullshit, because if you want to really speak to it, it's a lot of trickle down bullshit that comes down the pipeline, and for some reason we just the king of the Olympics and we take the torch and really fucking light the city on fire or whatever bullshit come down the pipeline. Just like feminism, that was the white women that wanted to get away from their man. When we had Black Wall Street and all this other stuff and we was building, we were the richest people in the fucking country. It's documented, it's proven. That's why every time we get together and we start to build something, they come blow it the fuck up, because they don't understand why we can be so successful from scratch with no worries. Like, we make shit look easy and it frustrates them. So for modern society to come through and take all that bullshit and put it on us, it's really whack. And I could really speak to it because I went to high school overseas. I was on the continent of Africa in Nigeria going to high school, and I could see how the Western society slowly starts to poison, places that had their own culture and their own moral standards and stuff. And once they see our stuff, it's like, okay, yeah, everybody out here is like, oh, well, twerking is cultural. And no, it is. They be shaking hella ass out there, and I love it. But
but one thing, white feminists are totally different than black feminists. They are way different.
Yeah, but the problem with us is when we take the torch, we always think we got to get a plaque to go with it.
Oh, we
So we want a degree that we can frame. So the white people, they gonna do their shit, but when we do it, we got something to prove, and it just got to be front page news. Hey, motherfucker, look at me. You know what I'm saying? But that's where we got it fucked off to where now they talking about, oh, there's black fatigue or whatever. It's because we get the shit, we get the reins, and we just exaggerate and elaborate everything so far over the top that even the people that started fucking stand back and was like, God damn, what the fuck they got going on over there? Like,
yeah, we compete with ourselves.
they're crazy.
Nah, hey, educated black feminists are just like white feminists.
No, white feminists are actually feminine. but they
not all of them.
Do most of them.
Yeah.
Like if you
Karens
get
do
like
exist.
if you get like maybe they exist. Some wild ones do, but for
The
the
principal
majority
from
of them,
Matilda still exists. That was they were the ones that started it.
but for the majority of them, they're like a Sarah McLachlan, or they're like a fucking like she's a big time feminist, and shit was a lot of other chicks like that, but they're real feminine, but like they are just women's rights. This is kind of wild.
Well, I think women don't understand how to be feminine and still work for themselves. Oh, I'm sorry. What's somebody gonna say?
No, you good. No.
I think women don't understand they think that in order for them to have their own, like they're supposed to be masculine. And I think it's almost like, okay, if I get a degree and I have this now, it's like I don't need a man. And that's the biggest bullshit. Like every woman needs a man. And I guess I can't speak to those that are, lesbian, but we all need the opposite sex. Like we should.
And it's crazy to hear those people say like, no, like they'll be 100% like, nah, we don't need no man. And it's like, are you serious? Like, how would life go without men? And literally,
I've never heard a man say they don't need a woman.
Hey, actually, there's a video where somebody did interviews on the street. Like they act like hundreds of I don't know how many, but it's like 20, maybe 20 women and 20 men. And they went to the woman and said, "Hey, would you like to be in a world without men?" Hell yeah.
I saw that. That was the stupidest thing. I was so annoyed watching that.
When it got to the guys, they were like, "Would you want a world without women?" They looked at the dude like, "What? What? You crazy?"
That's nobody.
Insane. I guess the women want to be with the bears. I guess what I'm saying.
Even gay dudes want to be.
They don't need the men; they need the bears.
Yeah, that was the dumbest thing. I seen multiple different videos like that, and then it was like, well, if you were trapped on an island, you had a choice to be trapped with women or men. Which one would you choose? And most of the women were saying women. And I'm like, y'all are so dumb. I think that's the stupidest thing. Like,
it's only so long you can do bad bitches high fives, right? It'll get hot. Food start going away. Can't do no more bad bitches high fives. Like, what the fuck we about to do?
Let me just tell you, consequences never hit women. Like women don't get consequences. Because consequences will fucking bring your ass to real life. It's almost like every time you see like these traffic stops and these motherfuckers go crazy, and they get hit with that taser, fucking they wake the fuck up. They're like, oh shit. It's like motherfuckers never get fucking real life shit.
No, hold on, bro. We gonna get to it. So let me read the super chat because I saw it.
All right.
Let us end this topic and then we'll answer that question.
Super chats.
Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure y'all hit the bell notification. Let's read these super chats real fast.
Yeah, you right, man. Making money is me, man. 10 years, man, you're gonna have matching Benzes. 10 years. I think more like 10 days, man. 10 days.
Shout out to Spaces for the $5. Buddy says, yo, just paying my dues so I don't get fined. Courtney over there drinking that holy water. Hope you can pull up to Dallas, my boy. Keep grinding. Oh, for sure. Listen, I will be there, bro. Understand, I will be there. And I appreciate
I'm gonna be there.
I appreciate you for the $5, my dog.
All right.
Oh, man, give my $5.
All right, bro.
Man, give my $5, man. Give my $5. Give my $5. Damn you.
All right.
Told you that's gonna be me, bro.
Appreciate you, big dog. And shout out to the girl lady Zyrax. She said, well, appreciate you for becoming a member. I appreciate you. You already know we love it. We love it over here. Shout out to you again, Lady Zyrax, for the $2. She says, enlighten us on what's wrong with feminism again, please. So anybody want to enlighten her on what it is? Go ahead, Rob.
All I'm gonna say is, what's wrong with feminism is y'all turned it into a hate campaign. If y'all can remove the hate and actually let's start addressing some bullet points, it might be all right. But y'all turned it into hate. So that's what's wrong with it. I ain't got to elaborate. None of that. When you learn to take that hate out of it, we might start getting somewhere. But when you got that hate, all this girls bullshit, y'all be cock blocking, trying to fight dudes and whatever, and you don't even know if the dude is trying to help somebody and all that. That's what's wrong with it. Y'all be misjudging and misreading situations and escalating it beyond what it needs to be. And I'm gonna just leave it at that.
What's wrong with feminism? It started as something. Yeah, is that me?
No, that's just wrong when he unmute. But go ahead.
Oh, yeah. What's wrong with feminism is at first it started as something, but now it's not about equal. It's about being superior. As we see on a day-to-day basis, there's always the negative campaigns that women are doing better than men. It's not a situation where we're hating or nothing like that. But at the end of the day, on a day-to-day, and you sitting there just as a man, you just doing what you're supposed to do, and women shitting on it all the time, it gets to a point like, is this feminism, right? Y'all advocating for stuff that's not conducive for y'all. Y'all got people in a certain community calling y'all cis women instead of being just women. That's where we at right now.
Oh, that pisses me the hell off.
Right? So you got
that pisses me the
you got
hell
people
off.
of a community telling y'all what y'all
Should.
should assign yourself when y'all are women that from beginning all the way to now, they telling you how to re-categorize yourself. When
Like,
you
I'm not
as a
just a
woman
woman.
deal with you as a woman been dealing with what you've been dealing with since birth.
You sis.
And now it's one of those situations that somebody say, you know what, I'm about to transition, but I'm about to call all y'all cis and y'all jealous of us. That's where it's at right now.
But they're called they're called, there's no pronoun, right? They're just women. But then y'all cis. That's how you
That
like
shit
determine the
sounds
difference.
so-
It's so
crazy as fuck.
stupid.
And
Like, everybody
how
gets
women
to
go
do what
along
they
with that
want to
shit.
do.
How women go along with that shit is fucking it boggles my mind.
I know.
I would be so pissed if a white dude say, "Yo, man, I'm black." I'm like, "Yeah, brother, you black."
And also,
get the
feminism,
fuck out of here.
Feminism have gotten y'all to a point where y'all can't even appreciate a man. And y'all can take it how you want or whatever. I know y'all gonna be talking about all these ain't shit guys or this, that, and the third. We talking about can't even appreciate a good man because, like I said in the beginning, it's a woman creating a book how to leave a good man.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Jake. I don't even get it. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say there's this like little video, and there was this guy on, I think it was on TikTok, and he was I don't know if he's going through the change or what. I don't know. He has Adam's apple. Okay, he looks. Oh, sorry, it's my granddaughter.
Oh,
you wanna say hi? Is that gonna get some likes?
I helped you.
Can I help you?
Mommy.
She wants to help me.
Can she help you?
You can't help me, baby. Sorry.
She doing all that so she can get something to eat from grandma. She know who to ask to get what she want.
Don't call me grandma.
Give her $2.
Don't call me grandma. Honey.
She want the ice cream.
It's honey. So no, so this video, this guy was he was going to different restaurants and he was getting so mad because he has a masculine voice but he was dressed up as a woman and had makeup on, and he was just, and they were calling him, like they were saying, "Oh yes sir," and he was getting so mad, and I'm like, You are so stupid. Like, you sound like a man. They're respectfully addressing you, but that's still not good enough. And then it's like, oh, women don't own periods. Like, how you guys get to say, like, just because you're a woman doesn't mean you get to own a period. It's like, what?
Yes, ma'am.
I think Candace Owens, even though I don't like a lot of shit she says, has the best view on that shit. Like, I'm not gonna fucking change my shit the way because you want me to adapt to how you're feeling. Fuck that. I'm not changing my reality because of you.
I think the problem, I think that a lot of times too, when it comes to feminism, it always has to involve a man in regards to what he did wrong, or there's some sort of competition that comes along with it. It's like, listen, Shorty, we're not in competition with you. We ain't even on the same playing field. You are great at what you do as a woman. We are great at men as what we do. We are not supposed to be the enemy in this aspect. If you want to, I would be 110% honest with you. There are a lot of men who want you to be great. Most men want you to be great. We're not your enemy. But the fact of the matter is, when you come at us and tell us, oh, you know what I'm saying, you're doing the bare minimum, or these men ain't ish or whatever. Now, when you start to attack us, guess what we gonna do? It's like, okay, well, we getting tired of hearing you talk about us. So let me tell you about the gripes of you. Let me tell you about yourself really quick. And then you don't like that. That's the problem with feminism. It's not no man is holding you back from being great as a woman. We want you to be great. Most men, y'all talk about how great y'all are when you got your jobs, you got your own. Most men love that. Cool, do your thing. But just don't try to compete with me. If anything, if anything, you're gonna be with me, we're gonna do this thing together. 2 is better than 1. But if if my biggest enemy is the person that sleep next to me, then we got an issue.
Yeah, and I think that, like, I just was talking about this a lot of times, women wear like their I don't want to say careers as a badge of honor, but it's like, I have a degree, and it's like, I should be highly sought, but it's like men are saying, no, we don't care about how much money you make. We're not focused on the fact that you're making, I don't know, $200,000. Like, we want still a woman that's going to be soft and loving and nurturing and have a safe space for us and do all the things that, a woman should be doing. Like, we don't need that status.
Yeah.
Kim West in the chat, she said, look up Google for the definition so we can get an understanding, so we know what it is. Let me enlighten you that we know the definition. What we are talking about is the snowball effects of the definition. We're seeing the results of it. The definition is one thing, but then if you want to have a conversation of what the result of that is, and we having a conversation of seeing things that's going on that even women don't even like, that disassociate themselves from feminism because they seeing the result from it, and it's a negative it's just a negative thing, right? So if we see the snowball effect and we call the snowball effect out, why are you telling us to go to the top of the chain to address that? Why can't we address the things of the effects of it? Why can't we talk about the effects of it to the point that of how it affected us on a day-to-day basis? Right.
Well, the sad part about it, she's still saying that we don't know the definition. Right?
Right, because they're different.
The definition and the practice is 2 different things. We know what the definition is, but the bullshit that y'all leading and have the headway out in the media with this shit is way fucking far south from what the fuck is supposed to be. And then even when y'all got men on y'all side that's allies with y'all, trying to fight with y'all to get y'all what the fuck y'all say y'all want, y'all still demonize those motherfuckers because y'all don't know what the fuck y'all want when the sun go down. That's what the problem is. We know what the definition is. We know what it's supposed to be. But we also know that when we walk outside, what the practice is ain't it. Just like all y'all was marching, screaming Black Lives Matter and all this shit, and you found out it was some lesbian women trying to get money to get a house with some white security guards. The damn security wasn't even black. Like, let's stop the bullshit.
And then,
the definition in the dictionary is not what y'all practice on out when y'all go outside in the street.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Matt. We're gonna go to the next topic. Because I
just want to say it's 3 different ways of feminism. That's all I want to say.
That's fair. But look, let's go to this next topic because we still. It's a great segue for what Marcus mentioned earlier. So, in this aspect, I don't know if everybody know who Luka Doncic Luka Doncic is.
That's the
NBA phenom for the LA Lakers, who once played for the Dallas Mavericks. Him and his ex-fiancée are trying to settle for $50 million. Now here's a caveat. She wants $10 million for the kid, for because they have 2 kids together. She wants $10 million for the kid, but she wants $40 million for herself. So let me pull this up so that way we can get. Let me pull it up real quick so we can get a better understanding. So here we are. So Luka Doncic's ex-wife, Anamaria Goltes, says she wanted to settle their issues amicably. But TMZ Sports has learned she's taken their fight to Slovenia. And as far as she's concerned, the cost of the settlement is $50 million. So sources with direct knowledge tell TMZ Anamaria has filed a new claim in Slovenia, and she is seeking $40 million for herself. We assume the remaining $10 million is for their 2 daughters. Luka has said he'd do anything for his kids, so $10 million may be realistic for them, but the $40 million is a whole other story. And so we're also told she wants to strip Luka of some of his custody rights. Currently, he has the kids at least 2 days out the week, and she wants to reduce it to 1 day of the week.
God,
And
no.
right, and as we reported, Anamaria filed docs in Los Angeles this week asking to withdraw her child support petition, saying she wanted to resolve the matter amicably and by a mutual agreement in the best interest of their children. But apparently, that will come to a steep price. So Luka and Anamaria share 2-year-old Gabriella and 7-month-old Olivia, and were together for a decade before ending their engagement earlier this year. Luka previously argued California was the wrong place for the fight because the girls live in Slovenia, and said he already initiated proceedings there addressing custody and support. Frankly, that seems like a solid argument, and Anamaria may have dismissed the California case because it was a loser. So the Lakers superstar is currently in Slovenia to be closer to his daughters after revealing in May he'd skip playing for his national team this summer while pursuing joint custody. And he'll apparently mix family and basketball while he's there. Luka is reportedly hosting the entire Lakers squad for a 4-day minicamp in Slovenia later this month. So what are y'all thoughts in regards to her wanting $50 million, considering the fact that she's not a wife, but she does have 2 kids by Luka?
The American dream, baby.
Yeah, bro. We done seen this so many times. This is the like just as hard it is for a guy to get to the NFL or NBA, and you lucky to get there and make the money. You got women that's there for the whole shebang, and then she there long enough to get what she want, to move on and do whatever she want.
Hey, but I'm gonna ask y'all, how much you want to bet if there was a conversation about marriage and he said, "I want a prenup"? How much you think she pulled that "you don't love me" type shit? Like you know what I mean? How much you want to bet that that will happen? I guarantee you she pulled that "you don't love me" blah blah all this other bullshit to say yeah man. I don't know, bro.
What they said, most women millionaires come from
other men.
From other men.
Yeah. That's what
So let me ask you.
If she was a millionaire, she would have fucking, it'd be 100% a prenup.
Let me ask y'all a question though. So considering the fact that they aren't married and they have 2 children together, they were going to get married. Do you think that she's entitled to $40 million?
Nope. I think the 10 million is good enough to do whatever, because most people don't even have 10 million in their lifetime. If she don't want to be, who filed? Oh, they ain't even married.
They're not married.
They just broke up. She take her ass on somewhere, bro.
But wouldn't the logic to be whoever has the most money keeps the kid?
She need to take her ass on.
Well, no, I wouldn't. I don't necessarily agree with that, because you also have to have the time with them. But I think that this is what's disturbing to me, and I don't obviously know their situation really, but the fact is now you're trying to reduce his time. I think that is the biggest bullshit that I've seen a lot of women do is you're decreasing the time. If he wants to see his kids 2 days a week, let the man see his kids 2 days a week. If it's an inconvenience, if you're asking for $50 million, and most likely you're probably going to get something close to that, whatever, then you can afford to, I mean, get the kids there. Like, I just don't understand that part.
But Jay, you understand, it's still a money grab. But just like you said
yeah,
before,
I agree.
Just to say, like you said before, like he wouldn't have as much time. A basketball game is only like what, 2 hours? It's not like he can spend enough time with his kids and hire a babysitter. Like
sure. If he's making the money,
shit.
yeah.
I know y'all thinking that like these motherfuckers are fucking like busy all day. They go to practice, which is probably about an hour or two. They go to game, hour or two. He can definitely hold a relationship with his kids. So the reason that like these people are saying that he shouldn't have the kids, believe me, he probably have the best nannies or whatever they can afford. Cut her ass out of it. Fuck it. That's what it should be because he got the most money.
Bro,
Well, nobody should cut each other out of it.
They should. No, I agree with you. But like the fucked up thing about it is the women who fuck it up.
Yeah.
This is the whole thing that who fucks up. I guarantee you, if it went across the board to where you got 50-50 custody, most men who complain about the leading of a infant or whatever would not give a fuck. They'd be like, yo, I get 50-50. You can't tell me what I need to do when I have my time with my kid. It is what it is. There would not be this much shit going on. Most dudes would own up to
responsibility
responsibility and be fine with it. But
yeah, most men are more successful for raising children.
Yeah, not even besides that. It's not even besides that. Like he could be a broke ass, and he still says as long as she ain't got shit to deal with it, they will still take their responsibility and make it work. The problem is that women think that they have to dictate everything that goes on because they don't like it. It ain't good. They don't like it. They're doing the best for the child. That is bullshit. That's bullshit. Just let them fucking.
Like, is he abusive?
Kids.
Like, is he? Like.
Some people in the comments.
This whole shit would not be going on about like talking about deadbeat dads and all this shit. I guarantee you, motherfuckers would take their responsibility. The woman wasn't like if they didn't have that sort of power.
Some people in the comments are saying that they don't feel bad for him because you go raw dog in her and complain about child support.
That's bullshit.
If you hold on. First of all, this is my problem with the literacy and attention span these days with people. Literally, we covered this, and it literally said that he don't have a problem paying for the children. The issue is she asking for $40 million outside the child support. So the built-up frustration and all that stuff, y'all can just keep that at bay. I want y'all to actually engage into the topics that we got going on and stop trying to project your feelings on the bullshit you got going on in your life.
But what is he's giving her $40 million to afford?
No,
I'm saying, like, what would he be giving it to her to afford a lifestyle? If you're no longer together, like when I split up with my ex, I didn't ask for a dime. Like, he was in my daughter's life and he took care of her. I asked for a dime. We co-parented and that's it. She spent time with both places. I just don't understand like the money grab. And you know what? So this is the thing. When you're a certain level status man, like, I honestly feel bad for a lot of celebrity men because there are some, it's a very small percentage of women that have this happen to them with men, but I just feel like you just never know who's like really for you.
Yeah.
And who's gonna
the money grab is they are separating for whatever reason, and she understands that she's not going to get the lifestyle that she used to anymore. So she asking for the most amount that she feel like sufficient for her to keep on that lifestyle. That's all.
You got to go to work. Go to work.
She don't know. You got to think about it. She going to work making. Let's say we gonna give it to her. She making $100,000, right? What kind of lifestyle she gonna have based off what she's actually in right now. That's the
That's what
reason why
happens when you leave the person, you leave the lifestyle.
we get that, but that's the reason why she asking for that much, and that's what's going on. That's the trend, like currently, is when a relationship dissolves, they're thinking about, first of all, getting a high price lawyer. So she got to kick money out to the lawyer. So the lawyer gonna be about $1 million, something like that. You know what I'm saying? The retainer. So she want to cover that, and at the same time, she want to live the lifestyle that she's currently in. So she want to go ahead and knock the 10 million out for the kids. That's good for the rest of their life. But she want to spend money and do what she want to do for her life. That's the reason why she asking for the 40. But the thing about it is, she should have. I don't. Who did they cover? Who broke up with who?
No.
So
I'm pretty
like,
sure. I'm pretty sure it's her. I'm pretty sure it's her.
if she broke up, she messed up the bag because they was just about to get married. Not right.
Let me double check because I don't want to speculate.
She should have waited.
Even if he
She messed up her bag. If she was going to go down this path and she finna dip, she should have waited because now they not married. So I don't think there's any books there's not any law on the books that y'all are operating as a non-married couple.
Okay, he ended it.
Oh yeah, she over with. So this is one part retaliation, another part paying for the lawyer, and another part trying to live a lifestyle that she's used to.
Oh, it's all retaliation. I mean, that's all it is.
No,
Even
it's
she
all
fucked
three.
up.
Woman scorned. A woman
Yeah,
scorned.
she could have
It's all
cheated.
three.
It'll still be
It's
your
all
fault.
three.
If she cheated, it's still your fault. And the wild thing about it, most people really think that they have in their mind that I'm fucking you over. The scary and wild part is, in her mind, she's thinking she's doing the right thing. Her mind, she's thinking like, yo, you know what? I deserve this shit. Like she really thinks it. And that is the most wildest part.
So the ultimate reason is, so the announcement is, so Doncic released a statement confirming the breakup shortly after legal filings surfaced regarding custody and support. So the reason he gave is, he explained that he wanted his daughters living with him in the United States, but logistical and custody disagreements made it unachievable, prompting his decision to end the relationship. So the legal aftermath is the split led to ongoing custody and court discussions between Doncic and his ex-fiancée, spanning jurisdictions in both U.S. and Slovenia.
Oh, so she wanted to move back to Slovenia.
Nah,
Be around mom.
I believe it's more than that. There's no way a whole NBA player that's making millions of dollars in the custody situation, like not custody, but them living in America or over there overseas is the issue. I guarantee it's something else.
Bro,
this is just what they want to give to the public.
You know these like Czech women, bro. Yeah, they're so like family oriented. Like
they are.
Oh well, that's hey, y'all done dabbled over there, so I don't know.
Yeah. No, that would be big time. She probably doesn't feel comfortable because he's running everything. She's in a country she doesn't know, and it is what it is. Everything's about him, not her. Ain't shit about. No one knows who the fuck she is and did this right now. So she ain't got no attention. So yo, bro, she's like, yo, I want to go back home, have this money, and then whatever, live her best life.
And and if she get the 40, it's gonna last even longer over there.
Oh,
want me to be honest with y'all? I'll be honest with y'all. In that case, because he made the kind of money he makes, and that's his lady, and he broke it up for reasons, of course, for the kids and everything like that. Because I don't think it was something deeper that they just couldn't be together. I'll give it a 40.
Oh hell no!
Fuck no!
I get a 10. I get a 10 for the kids.
Damn, I give it a 40. Because here's the thing. Because here's how I'm looking at it though. The reason I'm giving her the 40 because I mean really though she ain't causing no issues. And because again it could be speculation, but we don't know anything. She ain't been out in the media, so all I know she just been tough. So she ain't causing no. So based off of that, she been in the tuck. I'm giving her 40. And I'm calling it a day.
Only way I would say give her the 40 if he just wanted to go fuck around a whole bunch of chicks and said, I don't want you no more. All right, cool, give it a 40. then that's cool. If he was like, yo, you know what, dude, I don't like this tied down life. It's me. Like, she's cool. She's willing to do what I want to do. Then yeah, I will 100% give her the 40.
I'm with you.
I don't think that's what it is though.
Hold on. Y'all giving her the lump sum?
No, Courtney want to give her the lump sum.
But if it was me, and I'm saying I want to fuck around with other bitches, I don't want to.
I'm giving her
do this.
5.
I'll give her the 40. Go ahead and leave it alone. I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
But if she's like, yo, I want to go back home, my family, this will be better, and also the shit, and you don't see the vision here, you ain't getting nothing.
I ain't gonna hold you. I'm too petty. Like, for me, it'll be like military rules. You can get the 40, but it's gonna be $1 million a year. And if another man step into your life, wherever he step into it at, that's your last payment.
Okay, I agree with that. That's even better. Yeah, I agree with that.
Hey, but I ain't doing shit.
I don't want no other bum ass nigga around my kids.
But if I was the one who fucked up and I was the one who did it, then I would be okay with doing it.
I get 10 to the kid. I get 10 to the kids,
bro.
And that's all she got.
I give her 40 off the ripper, bro.
It's gonna be like the military when the husband died and the military still pay the wife out. But if she get married again, that she did.
Should be.
Then yeah, you gonna get this $1 million a year. But if you over here trying to get serious somewhere else, then that's your plight.
I don't know. I don't see him breaking this up because he want to go mess around with some other chicks.
Well, ain't because he messed up. It's just it's just logistical reasons. He gonna be over here in the NBA playing ball, and so that's why he wanted them over there, but they just couldn't come to an agreement because
she wants to be over there. She don't see the big picture.
My whole thing is my whole thing is all this shit's stupid, right? Yeah. You know he is a basketball player and he balls over here. That's how he making the bread. That's how you got the lifestyle you got. He's in the NBA. He's gonna be over here. So
he was dating her before he started playing in the NBA, big dog.
Yeah, but how long they been together and how long he been in the NBA?
Together. I mean, shit, he been playing overseas longer than he been in the NBA.
How old the child?
I think it was 2 and what's the other one? 2 and 7? No, one was a few months old, and the other one's a 7-month-old, and the other was a 2-year-old.
Oh, so they're newborns. They're young,
bro.
Hey, Jay. So, do you think what it is with most women? Is it more like just I don't know how it feels to be a man because I know how women are. I couldn't have a woman taking care of me 100% because I would always think something's gonna happen. Like I always be like, you know what, some shit's gonna fucking pop off.
Boogeyman complex.
But I also
that's
true though. That's true though. But with women, with men, we don't do that. Like if we commit, we're gonna commit. But I know how women are. I wouldn't be able to do that because I know how women are. Do women feel the same way about men?
To protect and provide.
Say what?
It's in your nature to protect and provide. So you guys are natural providers.
So do women feel the same way that we're not going to do that? Like if something happens and we're going to put you out on the street?
I do think that a lot of women do think that. I think that because of like some of the men like in some of the men, and I've experienced that, but like they might not like they don't really. So what I've seen is that a man who wants a certain particular woman, he knows that I'll say I don't really want to use the words like he's not on her level, but he knows that he probably isn't the right suitor for her. So what does he do? It's like he shows an imposter. Like it's like that imposter syndrome. He tries to show her all these things because he probably wants to be with her, but he just isn't financially in a position to like maybe build with her at that moment. And then so he probably wouldn't show her that he can't, so it's almost like then it becomes like empty promises or not really any action following behind what he says.
So, but if he was, just say if he did take, like he was proven to take care of everything, it's like her reasoning, because you see a lot of reasoning with women. It's more like either I want to go back to work, I want to do something.
Oh yeah, I still want to have my own money.
I want to do something. Yeah. Is it more because they think like how it would be if they were in control? Like, this motherfucker stop doing shit, I'm gonna be fucking done.
They was raised that way, bro.
But that's really what it is. It's like, yo, like if you stop doing something, it's like, why the fuck would he do this? So it's almost like you think by the same way that how you would handle the situation.
They was raised like us, bro.
I was raised like my dad, like my dad and my stepmom. So my dad, he always said, like, my dad worked 7 days a week and he was the provider, and my stepmother did not work. And so my dad always said, like, you got to make sure. He had all girls, 5 girls and 1 boy. And he's like, you got to make sure that, you know, you work hard and you don't depend on anybody for anything. Whereas though, like, my mom didn't have that same work ethic. So I have like my dad's work ethic, but I would for sure, I was in a 12-year relationship and he made majority of the money. So he paid the majority of the bills and I took care of the other things that were, you know, necessary. And in the beginning, it was difficult to like relinquish that like control in a sense, just because you still don't, it's still the unknown. Like, you really don't know what a person, how they're going to like take care of you, you know, but it's through action. And so I was okay with that. I didn't have to, you know, make a certain amount of money or anything like that because he was a stand-up guy. He always took care of certain things.
But you were still working and making your own money.
Yeah, I still did that, but I didn't feel like the need to. I mean, there's certain things. I think what happens is there's still a sense of identity that people say, like, I don't want to lose my identity. But I think that if you're in a relationship with a man, right, and he's able to afford this lifestyle for you, and I'm not saying lifestyle for you meaning like, oh, so you can go just sit around, get your nails and hair done and all that stuff, but I'm saying he's able to pay all the bills, take care of the household, then I think a lot of women would choose to not, you know, work. However, what I see is the women these days is that they might choose to be taken care of, but they don't put in the effort to support that man.
No, I think, bro, you got to think about it. You got a lot of men out here teaching their daughters, don't depend on a man and X, Y, Z, this, and third, and blah, 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 because he was that dirty dude back in the day. And he got his life together and all this type of stuff. So he projected. If he wasn't that dirty dude, I'm not speaking specifically your situation. I'm speaking in general.
Oh no, my dad was.
Okay,
he was doing
so
his thing.
So basically what they do, they understand how they were. So they best words of advice is the complete opposite of what they was doing. Don't depend on no man. Get your own money, this, that, and third, because they understand what they did to those women. So they was projecting. So if you are that woman that was told by your dad, the head dude in charge there, this is my dad, right? This is my dad and everything. She's gonna grow up and this is all she know. That's the reason why you got a lot of women that are with millionaires or 6 figures, like in the high 6 figures, 500, 600,000, everything, and she still want to go do something. Because my dad told me, don't depend on no man for nothing. I still got to make my own name and this, that, and third, and blah, blah, blah. Because that's what she was raised in. And then
you can still do something.
Black people,
yeah, but the thing is, I'm not saying that you can't, and I'm not saying women shouldn't. I'm saying when it get to a point that it's like you feel like you're nothing if you're not doing nothing. Because based off how you was raised, that's the difference. If I was a chick and I saw how my mom was being treated, and I seen how my sister and all that type of stuff treated, and they met a man's of means, I would be cool being at the crib, taking care of the children, doing this until they get to a certain age. Now they at school, they doing their thing, and I help with the house, or I just get me like a little side gig or something like that. Nothing crazy. I'll be chilling.
Because most men who are able to afford that, they don't want their woman to go work for somebody else. Like, I've seen that they don't want that. It's like, why not? My thing is, I look at it like this: why not help build a business with your man? If you know, if
everybody not business savvy. Everybody not business.
So,
Well, if you're
so
gonna do
even if
something,
not
you're gonna do
that, but
something.
like handle certain things that's going to help your household.
That's what I'm saying. Do the stuff around the household. If he at work doing whatever he does and blah blah blah, help him with his schedule. Make sure his stuff
No, what
good,
she's saying is if he got that kind of money, he's gonna just say real estate. You can almost not lose in real estate. He's gonna be a property manager. Cool.
I
That's
literally just said that. Courtney, did I just say that?
You saying doing shit around the house. You didn't say
no,
buy a business.
No. I said do stuff around the house and make sure whatever whatever he got going on, help him with that. So if he making like 600,000 and all that stuff, help him with
wants to do her own thing.
I said help him with his schedule and all that type of stuff. That's what I said.
I think the issue with that is it's just helping him. And so I think what sometimes women think that I'm helping him, but what am I doing for me? So I think there's nothing wrong with, like, I would say if I were a man and I know that I'm able to afford my woman this lifestyle and I don't want her I don't want you clocking in and clocking out. Like, that's just not even something I would even want. Like, okay, honey, let's talk about a business plan for you. Let's talk about something that you want to do that could, whether it's, I don't know, an orphanage or something like that. Like if you wanted to start something and, hey, I know you used to always want to speak. Why don't you go to these schools and, do these speaking things? Like that's your lane. Or if I have a business, I would need that helpmate with my business, and that becomes our business.
But that's my whole point. That's what I'm saying. You got women that's raised, they can't even see that, and the reason why relationships not working and everything because they working counterproductive.
Do you think?
Because if he's making $600,000, he's making $1 million.
I ain't fucking working.
He's doing all this stuff, right? You got to set your ego aside and say, hey, this is our household. Let me go do the stuff to help him out so we can be great. And I don't have to do all the crazy stuff all these other women are complaining about going. You hear what they say. You mean tell me I got to go to work, deal with these bitches at work and this, that, and third. Then I got to go home and take care of the kids. Then I got to cook and I got to clean and I got to do that. But if you are in a situation where you can get with a guy and he's handling everything, the same woman complaining about doing everything be the same woman talking about she ain't got no identity. And she got to go find herself because of what? Midlife crisis.
Yeah, she ain't doing it. But Tony, when you were talking about before, the dads that teach their daughters to be independent, do you think like I look at that more of a like on a I don't think us as black men have evolved enough yet to where we separate that. But I think a lot of times in the black like household, I think it's a little selfish, and I think we kind of like sometimes with daughters kind of screw it over because we're actually we want to make sure they're cool, but we're not really looking out for them as much as to be like, because you gotta let them go. You gotta like, yo, shit, all right. Because who wouldn't? Like I would say, if I had a daughter, I'd be like, yo, get your own shit, fucking do this. That's selfish as fuck, and I would do that. Me personally.
I think it's a balance. I think you putting them in an environment because you can say something, but if they are in an environment where they are observing stuff, that's a whole different situation because that would confuse a lot of women these days. You would have a woman that got a man in the house and a woman in the house, and they in love, they doing things together. I'm not going to say 50-50, but both of them are involved in bills. You will have the dad, even though they are the mom and the dad operating in that fashion, go tell the daughter, you need your own stuff in X, Y, and Z and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
and they're not even operating in that way, right? Yeah. But if you actually teaching the kids character, responsibility, how to speak to people, and how to actually live with people and all that type of stuff, I think that goes a longer way where you don't have to say you don't depend on the man and X, Y, and Z and blah, 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 because they seeing it in the household. And at the same time, if they do ask questions because they getting outside sources of saying how they should operate when they get older. You actually sit down and be an adult and teach them about how life fucking works.
That's true. I agree.
Yeah, somebody.
And that's where
somebody
they
said,
mess up, because if you sit there and teach them how life works, and then you put in all the variables, hey, you may meet a man that can he makes 6 figures and he's able to pay all the bills and everything and all that type of stuff. And if you want to go and work, that's fine. But at the same time, understand what happened. You ain't gonna have time with your children. You want to have time with your children, daughter? Yeah. Well, there's choices in life. Right?
Yeah, somebody just made a comment about, like, a Mexican man working on cars that might not make enough money, but his wife has no problem submitting to him. And that's why I think a lot of men go out into other countries to find their woman, just because the women here are so independent that they can't be dependent, or it comes with some type of transactional, it comes with something, like it has to be, what can you do for me?
I'll put it like this: the average income for a woman is like 48,000. Somebody lying. You ain't too damn independent. Somebody lying. So it's either we can look at the data statistics and see the average income of women is 48, but they climbing, they doing good, and they ride the coattails of like successful women. That's really why I say somebody lying. You depended on something in this economy. At the end of the day, if it's not a man, it's something else, right? But they get online and be in different friend groups and all that type of stuff, saying how independent they don't need no man, X, Y, and Z. But when they go home, that's a different situation. So
Yeah,
if
it's
the
like a
average
woman doesn't
income
want to submit to a man who isn't making that money, but they'll submit to a man that really isn't providing anything but a dinner.
right. So this how I know, and this is I didn't get this from anybody online or nothing like that. I observe all the time when elections come. I hear before elections, all women are killing the game, making more money than men and X, Y, and Z. But in elections, there's not livable wages. Somebody lying. If I look at the data statistics, it's 48,000, 48, 49,000 on average for a woman to make. But then when it come around elections, nobody's making livable wages. Somebody lying. So when I be hearing all these women online saying that they making X, Y, Z money, I need a man to be on my level and everything. I'm like, y'all, somebody lying. Maybe her, but not all y'all.
But let's be honest, let's be honest, most relationships, everybody in the household is working.
It's always been that.
It's always been that. This ain't nothing. Yeah, there's nothing. It's nothing new under the sun. And even then, when they had jobs, those women were still submissive to their husband. They still would say, "Listen, my husband is the head of the household, regardless of the situation." So it's a lot of this is just talking points. A lot of it is just buzzwords because it sounds good on social media.
And I want to add, with somebody in the chat said, it says so men can pay their own bills, but women can't. This is my issue with a lot of women, because nobody say anything that y'all be saying. Nobody said that. I just stated what is. I said somebody lying because women saying they make X amount all the time, but the average income is $48,000. I'm saying you depended on somebody, because if at the end of the day, when it gets to the point of elections, everybody asking for the government to implement things so we can have a better quality of life, that means funding, resources, and money. So if that's the case in general, all of us is asking for that. Yes, everybody is having issues with on a financial forefront. But what I was drawing a correlation is you got all the women saying that they are good, they don't need a man, and they are self-sufficient, when that is not the case when it comes down to elections, when people having their hand out. Please keep up with the conversation.
And on top of that, there was a point. There was a point where there were a lot of women who were buying houses. The next thing you know, they were the highest ones getting their homes foreclosed on too. So there's when we're having these conversations as well, I need people to stop talking about these talking points too in the comments.
Exactly.
Because when you have a real life conversation, Real life conversations. When we're talking about women who say, well, I got my own, I make my own money. That's cool. Phenomenal. That's great. I'm glad you are a responsible adult. I'm glad you're not around here bumming it out and you're not on here asking for, a GoFundMe. I'm glad you're not doing that. So you're a responsible adult. I mean, but if you want to be 110% honest, you shouldn't be out here by yourself anyway. You should be with your parents until you find the right man that'll come put you up, and then you transfer from your parents' household into that household. But hey, that's for a whole different day, a whole different conversation. If we want to break it down to the nuts and bolts and have a real conversation, because we're talking about how fathers talk about, well, you want to make sure you got it on your own. Well, your father should be taking care of you until the right man comes along, because he's supposed to vet that man that you're supposed to get married to, and then he gives you the okay, like, hey, this is a good man. Now I'm gonna hand you off to him, and you make sure that he take care of his woman. So, let alone, you shouldn't be out here by yourself in the first fucking place. If you want to have a real conversation. But I digress.
Yeah.
But any final thoughts on this before we move on to this next topic?
Let's hit that next topic.
Hit the next topic. Marcus said hit the next one.
But let me read this super chat really quick.
Yeah, you right, man. Making money is me, man. 10 years, man, you're gonna have matching Benzes. 10 years. Thinking more like 10 days, man. 10 days.
Okay.
Shout out to the dog Bull City 0615 for the 10 ball. He says, for Marcus's Wang's food court money, big dog, not trying to reopen wounds.
Hey, I appreciate that. Gotta get them wings, dog.
but no, somebody asked in the chat though, what kind of wings though? What flavor?
Honey
okay,
hot.
I'm with you.
Hey, no. Y'all tripping. You got to get the hot garlic parmesan with the
garlic parm.
Boy, your booty
that's gotta
hole
be Atlanta thing, bro. Like in Arizona, hey, our shit is not like it is in the South.
I know y'all wings trash.
Who wings trash?
I'm gonna go with you. I agree with you.
Y'all wings.
That's cow. You can't say that because there's some places that
them little Biscoff biscuits y'all munching on out there. Go ahead with that shit, man.
No. I done found the pearly gates out here, dog.
There's some spots out here that everybody ain't tapped into yet. Yeah.
Well, y'all got to prove me wrong when I get up there. Boy.
Don't worry, I got you. Don't worry about it pimping.
I got to go to first though.
Out there with them little baby wings.
Find the vegan places.
Absolutely not.
Back you up, son.
No,
I know a vegan spot. I know a good vegan spot around the corner from my house.
I got a dope ass vegan fried chicken joint.
I don't even know what language y'all.
Vegan fried imagination. Don't say chicken. They shit don't cluck. Vegan fried imagination.
Hey, just imagine. It's a transitioning chicken to a vegetable.
What kind of shit is that?
It's the kind of shit I eat.
You can transition in chicken.
But listen, so let me go ahead and give y'all the pre-warning. So we're gonna talk about a touchy topic. So I want y'all to be careful on the wordings when we talk about this, right?
Bing, 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 bing.
So we can still talk about it, but we gotta be careful because you know how things get real sensitive. But I think this would be a great topic. I think this is something that's still relevant today, right? So WNBA, they are in the uproar again because there's a lot of confusion going on in the world. As you know it, we got coaches, we got head coaches in the WNBA wearing, trans kids belong. Then you got women like Sophie Cunningham saying, listen, trans men or trans women do not belong in the WNBA. And then you got some that actually agree with it. And so we're going to play this video and then we're going to give our thoughts and our opinions. So let's go ahead and rock out.
I think it's trans rights now is our new battle. That's what I think that I was saying, that like the battles have changed. You know, like our intentions have been the same, but now the environment has changed. We see trans people's rights being, you know, stripped away from them. There's a lot of discourse around trans athletes and what they can compete in. I would welcome a trans athlete on my team or against my team anytime. I don't think it's a problem in the world. It's just another way to kind of attack trans people. You know, we've seen players like Leja Clarendon who stepped into that forefront and have been brave enough and courageous enough to kind of step up. So I guess that's the next battle that we have to fight as athletes.
All right, now before y'all say something, watch your language. That go ahead.
Hold on. She said she's good with trans being in the sport. Yeah. I guarantee you, once a trans dude whoop her ass, she can be like, "Fuck it, that was fucked up." Guarantee
Absolutely
you.
not.
That's how it's gonna happen.
Somebody gonna duck and put that tea bag on her nose.
She's gonna be like, "Man, why this is not right." The verbiage is gonna change. Just like what happened in all those sports. Like, who was that swimmer that she knew she was going to get the trans dude, and then once he whooped her ass, then it was unfair. She knew she was going against it. She didn't say this shit. She did not say this shit before because she thought she was going to beat his ass. Because she had beat his ass, then it would not have been a conversation. It'd been like, yeah, women here to stay. We can beat men. Men try to come in, and we fuck them up. But once he fucking whooped her ass, she was like, "It's not fair." Yeah, bullshit.
So somebody's asking, why shouldn't women work whatever job they want?
They can.
This is what's disturbing. Why, like, we even have these questions, because women and men are not created equal. Like, it's just not. So wait, yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's just not. Like, we're biologically, like, this is not something that we are making up and saying like, oh no, you look bigger, so you're stronger. Biologically, we are just not built the same, and so it's a disadvantage. It's just not fair. It's not a fair game when a woman, a man, whatever, trans man, like, that's the right terminology. I don't know, because I don't really get caught up in that stuff. Is competing in a woman's great, like, I just think it's so silly. It's silly. And then, like you're saying, if a woman is a bio woman is competing in a man's, it's sad that we gotta do this. Like, if a woman that's a trans woman is in a man's sport, and if they are not equaling up to the same level of athleticism, then now it's not fair. I just think it's dumb. I think that
But AJ, what's the worst though? Is what I see is when I see these people post these videos when it's straight up girls and boys wrestling. I think that's the most fucked up thing that you can ever do as a parent, as a sports, whatever. Have boys and girls wrestling. You preach to dudes not to fuck girls up. So then, so either you got a dude who has a conscience, like, just because they do it in high school. So I would say a high school kid has a conscience, and I would say a high school kid knows right and wrong. So either he's gonna go really easy, or he's gonna fuck her up big time.
Yeah, and then he's abusing. Next thing you know, he's going to be abusing, or he was wrong. He was a little too rough. It's like we live in this fucking sensitive ass culture, and it's honestly.
How does it make him feel when she beats him, and then because he's like, "Yo, I went half, or did you win hard? Whatever." You can get.
And he's embarrassed, and then he kills himself. He's then
you get fucked with in locker room. You get fucked with everywhere else. The people who actually are built to be like a biological boy or a biological girl get shamed the most, because now they got to deal with this other stuff and stupid shit that other people will think that is so like heartfelt. Yeah, let a girl fight a dude, but if he fucks up too bad, he went too hard, and this shouldn't be cool. Now he's a fucking serial killer. Like, yo, what the fuck?
Hey,
like,
man.
what do you expect them to do?
Compete in your own sports. If you want to change your biology, compete in your own sports. Like,
I just say let them play the basketball or whatever, and then just put a clause in there. If you don't switch sides, you can't wear no drawers. Let them get smacked off the damn forehead and shit with that thing dangling and shit when they go dunk. You know that.
The pussy lips popping out.
Go ahead.
Yo, wow, man.
Motherfuckers go for a layup and you bite the pickle, then you gonna learn that they in the wrong sport.
They have a penis coming out the side of the shorts.
And that is
Dangling.
definitely assault. So,
Yeah, exactly. That would be assault now. You hit me with your penis. Like,
now you got assault. Yeah.
This is a contact sport, and you gonna get this contact.
But I don't see men. Well, I see men whose women run shit being okay with this, but it all around it's stupid. It is insanely crazy that our world's going like coming down to doing shit like this. I don't get it.
Hey, dog, let's just let them do what they do, and just watch. We're gonna have 2 NBAs.
No,
you over here chest bumping with a flat.
Just let it happen, because every time when, just like in the beginning of something, men be saying, "Hey, y'all probably don't want to do this. It's gonna work out like this." We get backlash, and then 4-5 years later, stuff start happening, and then you have the women saying some other stuff. I say let them play. So to the point, you got two NBAs. Which would this one would be like considered a G League.
Yeah, but unfortunately, in this case, with this sports, there are so many men who want to play female sports. Like they want to be women so bad.
That's what I'm saying. Wait,
this is the problem, though. It's going to work. It's going to work out. It's going to work out.
This is going to be the great way for you to skip the G League and go to the other NBA.
Next thing we're going to have animals playing sports with us.
That's the problem. It's going to work out. I think more women will go to watch the trans basketball league than they actually would.
Hey, look, they're going to be real. The ratings will go up.
Yeah,
I don't want to watch none of it.
That's the trans right there. That's hooping right there.
Nah, he said, yeah, give it up there, yeah. High five, bitch, yeah.
This is why overseas,
Jay saying
right?
she don't want to watch it right now because it got them damn tights on. If you said no underwear and that damn thing was bouncing around, she'd be over there like, oh, what's that in the shorts?
Oh, is that? No, that's overseas.
I like my men chocolate.
Shit, they gonna have Snickers bars in there too. It's coming.
Oh God, I can't even. I don't want no parts of it. Okay, none. Bring back men. Okay, masculine men.
So let me ask you this, Jay. After maybe 5-7 years, right? Let's say this actually goes the way that Mad Beast King wanted to go, right? Say you got a lot of the women, the WNBA with a lot of trans, right? Do you think the ratings would go up or down?
Ooh, I feel like people are here for messy anyway. So I feel like, I don't know, it might go up because now like the LGBTQI plus, I feel like a lot of people would feel like they're accepted now. I feel like it would, I don't know. That's a good question. That's actually a good question.
Question number 2.
Uh-huh.
The women, the cis women that could have been
that's
there.
a real woman. Okay, got it. Uh-huh.
The cis women that could have been there, but you got trans women in there. What are they going to do if they can't make it to the NBA because there's an influx of people that's there that they getting replaced?
So
what they gonna do? They can't. What they gonna do?
We fucked up.
That's what's gonna happen, right?
I don't feel like there's any. I feel like there's no way to make it sound good or look good.
Yeah,
I just think that it needs to be a trans league. You need to have your own league, trans league.
I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. You're gonna have a bunch of women that's not gonna play college basketball because they already know what's about to happen.
Yeah, trans league was the best.
So they're gonna be sitting there like, if because everybody advocating for the trans community to play, I'm a cis woman that want to play. My chances was already slim when it was just all women, but now this is going on. You mean tell me I got to be better than a person
That
that
needs men.
transitions.
That needs men.
Why would I even go into college now?
It's not a fair advantage at all.
And that's the for the lady that was in the chat. This is what we call a snowball effect, right? At the top, you got trans people playing. Now the snowball effect is the result of the at the top, they go all the way down to the bottom. So this is what we actually having the conversation is, all right, who is all going to be affected by this and how are they going to be affected?
Hey man, y'all over here giving all these excuses. Women need to pull their asses up by the 6-inch high heels and get out there and go play with Joanna Man. I don't want to hear no excuses.
I love you, Joanna Man.
Joanna Man.
The hell? Pull yourself up by them 6-inch pumps and get on that damn court.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah, hell nah.
Dinner at 5.
Now then you gonna have more. Then guess what? More cases gonna start to evolve because you're gonna have
that's
these.
the other thing too.
You're gonna have a lot of SA situations going on. Nah, man, keep them out. Nope. Get your
The locker room. The locker room too. So like, at what level are you able to play? Are you able to play when you fully transition, meaning your parts are complete? Some people don't want to change your parts.
Now you discriminating. Yeah, you see how it works.
There's a lot of red tape, bro. There's a lot of red tape as to why it doesn't make sense at all. Because regardless of how much you advocate for it, won't make sense because now you decide to let them in. Okay, so now what you're gonna do? You're gonna give them a different bathroom because if you do, guess what? They're gonna protest that. Well, I'm considered a woman. Why can't I be in the women's bathroom? No, you're not. So now, okay, am I a woman or not? So why am I here? So now it's gonna cause a whole bunch of confusion. No.
Yeah,
get your own.
It's too messy.
Get the ABC community. Y'all come together, get a GoFundMe, create your own league, and y'all can have all the games that y'all want. Y'all can compete as much as you want to. Because what I don't see trans men going into men's sports. I don't see that anywhere. I don't see it at all. I don't see them trying to get basketball, sports, Olympics, running, swimming, none of it. I don't see it. Because
I seen a boxer one. I seen one boxer, and they actually won against a dude, bro.
You seen the trans? Hold on, wait, what now?
A trans man boxer, and he actually won
against a man.
Yep.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
That testosterone must have been on overload.
I seen one.
But you know what? Maybe also like that man was like a little nervous on to put the full force out.
Nah, I saw the fight. He was trying.
No. If he knew
he got whooped.
If he knew there was a girl, like an actual man, he would not. He would not hold back. No, he wouldn't hold back. But if he thought it was an actual woman, then it's different.
Well, it was a woman. It was a woman that's a man now.
Where you saw that? You saw on YouTube.
They would have known though.
No, it's been a couple of years ago, bro.
I'm pretty sure they would have known that was a whatever. You know.
Oh, whatever.
You know what I'm talking about.
I don't even. It was like on a It was like you swipe. I was just swiping, and I saw it.
But the thing is, who's going to be an audience for that? Mostly men like sports, so that's what I don't get this whole thing. Like mostly men watch sports, and I think a lot of times men go to watch women's basketball just to be supportive. Like not even to like this shit is fucking like on. I think it's more like, yo, let's just go be supportive. I think when people go to WNBA games, especially dudes, they just want to be supportive.
It's
I can see that
because that shit is not fucking entertaining at all. Like it is.
No, but it's not the flag football that women are, wearing the little shorts. That's a little different.
That I don't think men. I think men are going that because they want to see some ass. So I would definitely say with that one, they're not being supportive.
But now their uniform is changing, I think, right?
Are they like? Are they?
I think I see something like the uniform was changing.
Hey, as long as they got the bikini league, then yeah, dudes in there. I guarantee a woman probably made that up.
You talking about? Was the person light skinned? Were they light skinned with a beard?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it.
What are y'all talking? Yeah.
The boxing.
Oh,
Yes, okay.
Patricio Manuel.
This one?
That's some trickery.
that looks exactly.
Yeah, he done won 3 matches.
Yeah.
He been on
Won
that
3.
testosterone for a long time. Let me. Can I hear his voice?
Nah,
If
that
y'all
boy
don't
look
get this
tired,
limp ball
boy.
sack off my screen,
I just want to see him
He's
knock
a
him
tough
out.
guy. He came there to fight. You know, if there's people that don't respect me,
I'm done.
I'm not really concerned.
That's a good that's a good one. That's a good one. The boy got
Boy, it's out the mud. We got Rashad McCown.
Hey, look. Nobody can sit there and say that I was being whatever. Look, I'm the one that said, hey, there is a case where dudes was losing. He won 3.
Yep, that's definitely
That's the anomaly.
Yeah, that's
That's
the
a-
anomaly in the situation.
That's a light.
I'd be so mad if I go through the change, right? Take off that damn testosterone and my voice still ain't deep. I'm gonna go back now. I'll
I'm
be
just
so
mad y'all.
mad.
I'm just mad y'all put Buff Bean Bobby on my screen.
What you say? Hold on. What you said?
They said
I
Buff Bean
said-
Bobby.
I'm just mad that y'all put Buff Bean Bobby on my screen.
Buff Bean Bobby. That's crazy, dog.
Buff Bean
Buff
Bobby.
Bean Bobby.
That's egregious.
Yes, sir.
Jesus.
Well, you know, so what if? Well, you guys would probably just say hell no, but I'm just saying, what if like you were dating somebody and they, you know, felt like I always wanted to be a man,
Nope.
and
And wait, no, my brother.
Yeah, so I don't even want to ask the question.
There's no even talks about that shit. You kidding me?
My aunt, right? I always known her to be with Uncle Billy, you know? And so I went to go visit them. I've probably only known them for about maybe like 15 years. And then over the years, I saw Uncle Billy looks a little different. The past year, Uncle Billy's going through the change. Uncle Billy's wearing lipstick and very feminine and looks like a whole woman. And my aunt is still with Uncle Billy.
Hold on, Jay. Answer me this. So you say you knew him before the whole transition?
Yes.
Okay.
The
So
whole man.
was he like emotionally intelligent compared to her? Like she was like, man, he understands everything. Like he's emotionally intelligent. He's the best man in the world. He's this. Was he like a Sharon?
They were so in love. I would say that they were like
I
so.
knew
they
you
were
were
so
gonna
in love.
say that.
Hey, you know I'm going with that one. Was he like a Sharon?
Wait. Sure. You know what? Wait. No.
Come on. I've been trying to prove this point. I've been trying to prove this shit.
Boy,
Like, yo,
Marcus
this
said,
is how
I
it
finally
starts
got it.
off.
I
That's how
finally
it
got
starts
it.
off. It's gonna be like, yo, this dude fucking meshes well with you so good. And then guess what? He wants to be a woman. And then
And,
he's so emotionally intelligent. He's all this shit.
And he's a
everything
rock
it
star.
says.
Like he's like in music, and so he's been like, it's just crazy. One day I was like, wait, she's not with Uncle Billy no more, and I was like, wait, who is this woman that she's with? And then I realized it's Uncle Billy.
What?
What's the
Billy?
name now? What's
All right,
Uncle Billy name now?
I don't even know, and I don't even care.
So when y'all be around the whole family, just don't say nothing.
I haven't seen them since the transition. They live in Massachusetts. So I haven't.
The women that stay with him, they're like, yeah, this is my new girlfriend.
That's what I'm saying. So like, if you no longer have a penis, are we still if you have a penis, are we still having sex? Like, do you still want that? Like, or are you going through the change?
They girlfriend talking now. They're like, yo, what's up? Like that is.
I ain't signed up for this.
That is crazy. That's what I'm saying. You will only get that emotional
Film being
connection
bobbing
with
now.
someone. You will only get that emotional connection with someone like that. Women who love that emotional connection and think it's the most important thing. That's what happens.
Yeah, I have emotional connection with my best friend. Okay, but she don't have no D. So
but it's comparable. So I would love to talk to women who've gone through that, and I would love to know what they say about how emotionally connected he was. Like, because dudes are just not. They're not what you think. Like what women want them to be. Like all girls want you to be their girlfriends. Dude, we're not your girlfriend.
I don't want my man like a girlfriend. I want my man, not like.
Hey, now we understand. Now we know where Marcus stand with Sharon.
Oh yeah. I'm not saying
that was a whole stray.
No. I'm not saying that he wants to fuck with dudes, but I'm just trying to say that he emotionally gets with his wife. Like they are fucking on. They're there.
But I think that's great that you're.
That is not great. That's not great.
No. Well, on the same. Like the same
on a
level?
woman side, yeah. Like for me, I wouldn't want my girl to be like me, like a dude. I'd be like, what? No.
Hey, that's
woman shit.
Hey, that's
do some fucking woman. Do some fucking crazy woman shit. Don't be like. That's weird to me.
Hey, that's
if my girl was like so like everything that I was about, that'd be weird as fuck.
That's a fair point. Hey, Marcus cooking, because if I had to sit here and I'm like a manly man, and
in my
only way
let's go
I can actually appreciate my girl if she start acting like a dude.
What's up, baby?
Everybody be looking at us kind of wild.
You gotta go.
But
that
was
the weirdest shit.
Emotionally intelligent and he understands his feminine side and all that.
We're on the same level. It's like, really?
I don't want to be on the same level as my man. I can tell you that. Like, I feel like that. If I'm on the same level as you, like with emotion, I need you to come check for me. Like, I need you to like.
We think totally different.
Yeah.
Like with someone who's. I don't know anyone who's ever been in charge and who's actually like reliable in charge that people like them. Like people don't like all the time be like, man, because you like when you get like when someone like gives you advice or like advice that you need to take, typically people don't fucking like it. It is because you're probably doing something that you're not supposed to do. If everything feels too goddamn good, then to me, there's something's not right about it.
Well, I want it to feel. I want it to feel good. I don't want it to be.
I understand that's how women think about it, but how men think about it.
Oh yeah.
Like how I think about it, I don't want everything to feel good. I've been in those situations.
You're toxic. That must be a toxic trait you have.
No. Oh, I want my woman to be like, yeah, hey, I'm cool with you go fucking other chicks. I'd be like, oh yeah, that feels too good. That's not right.
Oh, you mean that way?
No, you get that one though, huh? You get that shit. All right.
Hey, hold on.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if it feels too goddamn good,
do that topic.
Right.
It's not like you have to be able to decipher like certain things that are good. So, like, that's what I'm saying. So, but a lot of people like that. Oh my god, I feel so good. This means it's right. You're crazy.
Okay. Any final thoughts?
Yeah.
On this, Buff B and Bobby back on the screen.
Buff Bobby.
But go ahead, Matt.
It's so crazy. It's so crazy. It's so crazy for women to say men are like homosocial, but y'all go to the club and shake ass on each other all day. Y'all be experimenting with each other. And then at the same time, y'all can do something with y'all female friend that y'all kick it. Y'all did this one time, and y'all can be like, "Oh, we tried it, everything cool." Right? Y'all look at each other naked all the time. Y'all even smack each other ass and shit.
Play with your boobs and
play with your boobs, grabbing y'all ass and all that.
But it's not
stuff.
the same. It's not.
Yeah, if some dude grabs some dick, like yeah.
But check it. But then when a guy actually watching anime with his homeboy, or going to the bar and drinking beer and watching sports with his homeboy, or he just going to his homeboy house and they just kicking it and be like, bro, what you trying to do? Shit, fire up the grill. All right, we gonna fire up the grill. Let's go to the stove. We get some grill. She talking about this is homosocial, but y'all be sitting there doing the most homo shit.
Because men
and then if a man call it out, y'all be saying that we gay, or y'all say we just insecure or some shit. It's
Yeah, I
the
don't
most
agree with that.
dumbest logic.
I think it's nice when guys hang out with their their guy friends. I think it's cool because like you have to have some kind of outlet. I just like it because if I'm gonna hang out with my homegirls, like I dated somebody and he never wanted to do anything with anybody else but me, and I'm like, I'm gonna go on a trip. What am I gonna do for 3 days? I don't know. Like go hang out with friends.
Those are the type of chicks. Those are the type of women that grew up and they don't have any character. They're not funny. They don't have any hobbies. The only thing they like to do is go eat and spend money and receive stuff. If I go kick it with my friends, yes, it's way more fun kicking it with my friend that I known for 20 years than kicking it with you, because when I'm with you, I gotta work. I gotta pay for the food. I gotta do this, and all I gotta. And when I do all this, guess what? I gotta hear all day. This is nice, ain't it? Yeah, it's nice. It's cool. It's cool. Yeah, it's so romantic. What you think? What you thinking about? I'm thinking about how I'm having a good time with you. Me too. This is nice, right? Let's take pictures.
Same shit, right?
But then we with our homeboy, we going golfing and we kicking it. We done got our high score and shit and this, that, and the third. It's not a situation that we prefer being with our homeboys more than you. It's just men like shit and women like shit. That's all we said. That's all. I like kicking it with women, right? And I like kicking it with my homeboys. But when it get to the point of stuff that we like, I can't go to the movies and bring you to go see Thor. You're going to be sitting there like this the whole goddamn time.
It's just no stress when you hang out with your boys. It's no stress. It's no stress.
Oh, bro, hold on.
Say what the fuck
Hey,
you wanna
Courtney,
say.
have you ever heard homosocial?
Nope. Never used it. Never heard it used before in my life.
She's saying homosocial is not gay, but homo means you gay, right?
I'm so sick of everybody with these damn terms. So it says that it's a non-sexual, non-romantic social bond, friendship, or interaction between people of the same sex.
But she used it in a negative connotation.
Yeah. It's no way you
she
take
used
that
it in a net. So it's based off how you use it, I guess.
What way?
Listen, I ain't putting nothing homo. I ain't putting
Anyway, homo. There's no way you can make it positive. There's no positive when you say homo. Not one. You can't tell me one thing that says homo that's positive.
Well, she just taught me a new word.
Bro,
that's one thing I've never heard.
Bro, I guess we getting aged out, bro, because I never heard that, bro.
But
everybody come up with new terminology with everything.
Words have meanings, bro. Like you can't be like it only matters the way I think it should matter. Like that'd be weird as fuck. Like if I say fuck you, but I didn't mean it that way, and you shouldn't take it that way. And you're
I was saying like fuck you, like bitch.
Yeah, I was saying, yo, hey, fuck you, man.
Nah, bro. Hey,
but I said the other fuck that way. But I well now I can change it up. But it's when shit don't have meanings anymore, then what kind of world are we living in?
No,
go to the dictionary.
What it is, you got a lot of women that didn't get they don't know what the DSM 500. They ain't read it. Yeah, they ain't read it a day in their life, but they like to come up with their own scientific terms to make it seem like they some type of pseudo intellectual. Oh, they are very homosocial. What?
Oh,
hey, we about to fight now. What'd you call me?
Yeah.
No. I said you was homosocial. Look it up. It doesn't mean you're gay.
Hey, why you wigging out, bro?
why you tripping? Why you tripping?
No, she didn't mean it in a negative way, but it's hard to. I feel like with straight men, like it's hard to.
No, but hold on. But like,
hey, look.
I'm reading what she said.
I think she knows she's gonna get that reaction.
One thing I know, and two things I know for sure. It's easy for people to say I didn't mean it that way. Doesn't mean I believe it.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
I already told her that she should cam up because a lot gets misconstrued in text. Like we don't understand what you're saying in text. So however we perceive in, what do I want to say? however we read it, and I'm
We
stuck on the
perceive it
word that I
that
want
we
to say.
Nah, bro. Let me tell y'all. There's
This is how it's gonna be.
there's no man here or in the chat that will receive being labeled as anything homo as not a negative term.
Well,
When
somebody did
people,
say Homo sapien, so I mean, I get that.
when people use that, they know the reaction that they want at the end of the day. That's like me calling a
back in the day. Cause used to be back in the day. We used to say, use the word, man, you a homo. Cause that's why. We'll take it as like, bro, you a homo, bro. Man, nigga, I ain't no homo, bro.
Yeah, you is.
Yeah, that's exactly why.
You are
already knew
homo.
what was coming after that.
Yeah, but the thing is, if she would have said it verbally, and we could have gotten the context clues from the connotations and all that fancy shit, then we might not have taken it that way. But when you read it, I mean, that's clearly a trigger word. You like, hold up, pause. What the fuck you mean, homo?
Man.
Like, the rest of the sentence don't even matter after that. Like, what the fuck?
I see people do that all the time. They'll use something, understanding that most people don't use that word, and use it and throw their hands up and say, I ain't mean that. No, you mean exactly what it was.
That's funny.
That's exactly what it is. Like I don't
People
think
know, bro. But I'm so tired of people acting like we don't know what people be doing or what was the initial point of you doing something. Oh, I didn't mean it like that. You know, people don't use homo social at
in
all.
a positive way. And
No, nobody use it.
We're not that far
anytime we was up here, or you heard, bro, we listened to so many podcasts, so many social programs. We done been out at kickbacks. Ain't nobody say homo social.
That's a fact.
I mean, that's what the young kids, I guess, are doing now. Because I mean,
You say that's my boy, that's my boy, that's my homegirl.
I mean, that's almost like some people. I think eventually, probably probably 20 years, the N word won't be as bad as it is. Like with me, it resonates a lot different than it would probably resonate with a lot of other people because of our age difference. But like at some point, I think we're gonna get to a point where words don't even fucking matter. Words gonna be just nothing. But honestly, like you go to conversations though, like debates are almost like motherfuckers that speak a different language. Like it's almost like you're talking in English, but it's like you have to define a word. Like Mac always said, I know what the fuck you meant by it. But now we got to define a different word to say, nope, that's what I know what the fuck you meant by it. And now we're gonna focus on this word more than anything else, which is fucking crazy.
Nah, hey, look, certain demographic of debates is like that. And I say maybe the one that people that use homo social all the time, that's where you got to kind of deconstruct what people mean by stuff all the time.
Like the one, I watched just a little bit of one Officer Tatum and the shit he was going through, which he's a different one. But that one, there's a one chick trying to win the argument, and she was so focused on what I hate about these debates about how shit's going on. The only talking point is what shit happened 80 years ago or 90 years ago. Like, how is that even a fucking talking point? Like, we ain't even going through that shit no more. Like, why? How is that even a fucking talking point? Well, back when whoever Eli Whitney was in, and what the fuck? I'm like,
we couldn't even use the restrooms that we wanted to use anymore. Like, okay, what we going right now? When you go to a restaurant now, you got three people on all three doors.
Matter. It don't matter. Back then, this is when it started, and where is that? And these are
you walk into a restaurant now, you got three people on all three doors of the bathroom. That don't matter anymore.
It say bathrooms for bathrooms. It don't say white, don't say black, don't say none of that shit. Like, I mean, and these motherfuckers feel so I don't know. I could not debate at all because I don't go through history. Like it would only be what's going on right now, and I would lose my ass off because these motherfuckers are real good.
But that's what Officer Tatum was talking about. It's like, cool, I understand what was going on, but we keep going to what happened back then. But right now, What's stopping you from right now? Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Are you getting whipped? Is somebody telling you your name is Toby right now today? In modern day? No, ain't nobody telling you. So what's stopping you today? Despite everything that happened back then, what's happening in your life today? What is it that's holding you back? And none of it could actually answer the question.
You can't. There's no,
But
because there's nothing.
Because you didn't get experience it, but that's part of the DSM-5 definition of PTSD. That was added. That's transgenerational trauma. Transgenerational trauma. I'm saying that people are.
So your parents.
It's added in there, so it's like the PTSD. People still hold on to that. So PTSD of when you experience something, right? Then when you a close family member experience something, or when you witness experience something, and then a close family member knowing that, or like something that you've heard, knowing that it didn't personally affect you, but so
that's why I think a lot of times where like I think love in like, well, let me not say love. I would say
told y'all she used it in a certain way. I told y'all.
What do you call it? Empathy in households sometimes can fuck people up, kids up, or whatever. Like you always see, like if just say if you have a household where the kid's not close with their mother, they end up usually doing pretty well. Like okay, like if the household's all fucked up and they're just like, maybe making $20,000 a year and blah blah. It's like when you get that that trauma from other people and they just relay it, they just bring it on to you. I might be talking nonsense right now, but that
we about to go to the next topic, bro.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, that boy called himself. He like, bro, keep the party going.
All right, so let's go to this next one, bro. Lindsay Clancy. The hell? Lindsay Clancy, who knocked off all of her kids. And then there's a lot of women who have been trying to defend her. And so we're gonna get we don't know the full story in regards to what happened, but I guess we'll get a little bit of insight from this video right here because I was trying to find it, but nothing was really popping up for me. So we'll go ahead and tap into it.
I'm so tired of watching women make every excuse in the book for Lindsay Clancy. She strangled her 3 babies with exercise bands. Cora, Dawson, and baby Callan. And somehow the conversation keeps turning into she's the victim? The system failed her. Her husband failed her. The doctors over-medicated her. Hormones are just so powerful. You don't get it. Bullshit. She is the one who put the bands around their necks and held them until they stopped breathing. Those kids are not secondary characters in her trauma story. They are dead because of what she did. And let's get real for a second, because if a man had done this exact same thing, nobody would be out here calling him a poor, misunderstood victim of hormones with a broken healthcare system. No, we would all be calling him a monster. End of discussion. But the second that it's a mother, half the internet loses its mind trying to explain away the bodies. And here's the part that half of the internet doesn't want to say out loud, because according to the actual government numbers, about 52% of confirmed child abuse and neglect predators in this country are women. More women do this than men to children. Mothers are listed as a danger to their children more often than fathers. And you can't claim postpartum psychosis or hormones for the majority of those cases. That condition is rare. The numbers are not. So I don't know about y'all, but when I see a woman rushing in to defend the woman who killed her kids instead of the kids that she killed, I am disgusted. As a woman, as a mother, you are not being compassionate. You are being weak. And you are proving exactly why personal responsibility still matters more than feelings. Because 3 children are in the ground and she put them there. Everything else is just noise. This was not fun. You women are vile. Have a day.
So, what are y'all thoughts on that? I'll let you go.
I disagree, bro. I disagree.
Oh, you disagree with what?
I think the lady that we were talking about, she justified, because we don't know what kind of hormones that men go through that do mass shootings and stuff. We got to understand where they coming from. We got to assess their hormonal situation, their testosterone. We don't even know. We don't even know. God, chill out. I'm trying to be.
That was actually a good one.
We don't even know.
That was definitely appropriate.
What's going on in their mind. We don't know what kind of trauma or like chemical imbalance and everything. So when a guy go on a mass shooting or he grape and everything that and all that type of stuff, we just need to go ahead and give him a pass, because if she gets a pass because it's in the same situation, we should go ahead and give the men a pass if that's the case. You see what I'm saying?
So
Like a dude, he shot up an In-N-Out burger. He obviously he was not in the right mindset to do that, and more than likely his girlfriend sent him.
You
So
hear
we
what you're saying out loud, bro?
Oh, we should lock the girlfriend up because she already knew he was unstable and already knew he was finna go to the In-N-Out.
Okay. Jay, what you about to say?
Oh no, I was just gonna say, so me being a woman and I gave birth to 4 daughters. So and so I appreciate you trying to act as if you were being very considerate, right? With the testosterone and hormones, but it's not that. Clearly anybody that does something like this is not mentally like sound.
Yeah.
Like that should be clear. A person doesn't just want to go kill somebody and all their marbles are working together. It's just not how it is. It's unfortunate, and yeah, it has to be accountability. The unfortunate piece is that it happens all the time with people when they make certain decisions. I train on trauma in the brain. I work in the field where I provide therapy for individuals that are experience a lot of trauma. So I see it. And the one thing I actually feel bad for a lot of the people. You got the Menendez brothers.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
You got people who have been abused from when they were a child. So you really just don't know. And then trauma changes the brain. There are physical changes in the brain that due to trauma. And so a lot of it is decision making. A lot of it affects impulse control. So if that is the case, then it's almost like, what percentage do you blame? Like, okay, you know better, you do better. Well, people just don't go around just doing this just because there is some type of mental disconnect. Now, as far as postpartum, there's different levels of postpartum. You have postpartum blues, you have the depression, then you have a woman who decapitated her child, her baby child. It was psychosis. Like, so I don't really think that we can discount that. I think that she should just be locked into a mental facility. That's what I think.
All right. I gotta say it.
I agree. I agree 100%. Epstein he shouldn't have went to jail. He should have just went to a mental facility, because you know how much crazy stuff that should have that happened to him for him to do all that crazy stuff. And especially there was another guy, he unalived all his boys, and they threw the book at him. He should have went to a mental facility, but he didn't. That's
I
unfair.
agree.
But hold on. What I'm gonna say, Jay, do you think the problem could be that women just don't understand consequences?
Listen, ask yourself this. Ask yourself, right?
Yeah.
Do you think, would you, as a father, I don't know if you have children.
If I would, no, I don't. But if I would kill my kids, if I have a dog.
Well, I'm not. I'm just saying. Could you, as a father,
Marcus,
say
you
with a straight face?
unalive.
No, I know.
Let her get a
what I'm saying, could you say with a straight face?
No, what I'm saying is he said a word that might get us a strike.
I can't.
All
that
right.
these people that came from you, that you've loved and you've nurtured, and that you no longer, and I don't know how old all the kids were, but that you can just say, I'm going to look at you, and I think that, you know what, I'm just going to unalive you.
Oh, I think 110% it was mental illness. Something you can't control. I will give you that. But even with mental illness, if you understand consequences, if you've gone through consequences, a lot of times that type of shit don't happen.
But consequences, that means the part of your brain that has a higher level of functioning has to step in. And if that part of the brain is not working properly, right, then
yeah, but there's a like what word I'm trying to use. There's a rhythm of what it is. If she was constantly people talking to me, going wild, shit, she's schizophrenic. 100% probably doesn't have any like whatever. I feel this girl this lady was going through some shit, some emotional shit that was probably not good, but she wasn't schizo. Schizo is fucking way different. You can definitely point that shit out. Would you agree?
well, I think we label stuff as schizo, but there's
Okay,
a lot
but
of hallucinations and things like that. Like,
you wow. That's when you.
But how do you know? You don't know. This woman understood postpartum, right? She understood it because she was a labor and delivery nurse.
If you understand what it is, then you get your fucking ass away from it. You have to at least understand that part. Like I would say with schizo, like you don't understand.
You know, you're
reality.
just making that word up.
You don't, whatever it is. You don't understand reality from. You don't understand reality. I live with someone who's like this, so I get it. You don't understand reality with what's real. You don't understand
what's real and what's not.
Yeah, but if you understand what something is, you have a point. You have something you know is right and wrong.
Well, here's what I think. I think you're giving too much credit for a person who is experiencing that. I think that because the reason why I say that you're giving too much credit is because people kill themselves because there's that breaking point, right? That affect that overtakes, right? So my thing is, I'm looking at this like, she had 3 children.
Yeah.
How was she with the first one, with the second one, now with the third one? Did she have supportive people? I believe like she had a husband. She waited till her husband left or whatever the case is. Like, and then so it's like somebody's telling me to do this. Like, that is a real thing. I've worked in psych
unit. It'd be way easier to kill myself than somebody else.
Hey,
for you, because
let me ask
for most because you ain't got to deal with nobody. Like you have the
but she tried to kill herself.
Point of information.
Somebody else.
Point of information. What was she diagnosed?
I don't know. That's the thing. Like, I'm curious to know.
That's my issue right there, right? Nobody knows if this shit is going on, if she got diagnosed or anything. But we just jumped straight to that assumption and let her off. There's no diagnosis in the case, in the trial, or nothing. Nobody said she had nothing. It's just the internet just jumping to the conclusion maybe she got something going on. Why does she just a crazy motherfucker that just need to get locked the fuck up?
Yeah. And I think
why we
I think the diagnosis was postpartum. I believe. I don't know, but my thing is like, what were the behaviors? Did she have mental health issues before she had kids?
What is the diagnosis? Because then if you have the diagnosis, you'll understand what level of postpartum that she had. No. Hold on. Because people always do this, right? They always like to throw stuff in there, and then like maybe she do got postpartum. Oh, well, I heard that she got postpartum, whatever. And okay, what level? Because there are levels, so we can't put all postpartum under one umbrella and say because she had postpartum, this is the case. Because there's different levels of postpartum. In the extreme case, it's only 7% that actually have the extreme case that do this. If she was diagnosed with that, I'm still not giving her the whole benefit of the doubt and just excusing this. But this is
it's like 1 in 2 out of like 1,000 people.
Huh?
It's like 1 to 2 out of 1,000 people.
Okay,
that have the postpartum cycles.
That doesn't negate anything I said.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm just saying.
What is her diagnosis? Do we know?
She was aware of, hey, I'm postpartum. That tells me that she has some awareness.
But at the same
time, most people are schizophrenic don't say it. They think what they're saying is real. They don't ever say like, "Yo, I'm crazy." They never say that shit.
But this the thing. There's different levels of postpartum.
100%, and none of those levels should ever.
My whole thing is a lot of people are just saying stuff that they don't know and just trying to throw it on the wall and give her the benefit of the doubt and try to teach people about postpartism, it could be this, it could be that. When we got 3 kids, it's 3.
Yeah.
That's gone because of her. And
there's
now,
a woman that took her
now,
kids and drowned them in the tub.
look, and now they trying to put it on the dad, trying to talk, saying that he must have drugged her, and then when she woke up, he convinced her. He convinced her that,
you know, that's a good point. Not that part, not the dad putting blame on the dad, but that's a good point that there's also a such thing as like, did she do drugs? Because there's drug-induced schizophrenia as well. There's
her ass up, bro.
Yeah, I mean, she should be.
I ain't giving no excuses. All that analysis and all. I'm well read enough to understand some stuff, right? This situation, there's no. I haven't. I went in and tried to do the research because I understand people was going to use this point that she crazy or she had postpartum, the stress of her being a mother. She probably was a mother. The dad probably wasn't. Everybody throwing this stuff. I already knew this was going to happen, but I need the diagnosis. And if there's no diagnosis, and the only thing that got is that she was diagnosed with postpartum, what level? Because if she don't got the level that when women actually go to the psychiatric when they get held for that, if she ain't got that, ain't no excuse, ain't no benefit of the doubt, ain't no sympathy, nothing. She gotta go. Because I believe majority of women have like postpartum, but it's just different levels. Why in the hell back in the day all these women was having all these kids, but you never really heard about postpartum, and it wasn't a big old thing where they was unaliving all the kids and all that stuff?
Women had more support though back then. Anyway, it was a village that was taking care of, like, everybody in the neighborhood was helping you take care of your kids.
But hey, Jay, do you not think that if people were introduced that ain't an excuse, that this type of shit wouldn't happen? I understand you trying to say like it still would, and I think it would, but I think it'd be a lower rate. That if people said this postpartum thing is not an excuse, you do whatever the fuck you do, shit is going to happen to you. And the thing is, I think that would cut this type of shit from happening. I would say in half, if not more.
My whole thing is, bro, how mad I am right now because this situation happened. I'm not seeing that in a general population of these kids being unalive, bro. It's like we gotta sit and try to understand things. We gotta sit here and be like, it may be this, it may be that. Let's give her the benefit of the doubt. We gotta really like sit down and understand. We don't have this understanding when dudes be crashing out and doing what they doing. They lock them up.
And we shouldn't, and we should not have any excuse.
What my whole thing is, I'm not saying. I was trolling in the beginning, but I'm saying like I'm the same way when they do crazy stuff. Lock them up.
But then when innocent person lost their life.
But when a woman do it and everything, we got to sit down and like really have the come to Jesus moment and act like pastors and this, that, and the third, and try to get to the bottom of it.
Could be that.
But this is another thing that
What's her name again?
Lindsay. Is Lindsay Clancy.
This is another thing that I disagree that people do. If a woman says that she wants to do the deletion, I think you should let her do it. I don't think she should have any pushback at all. Let her do it, because that kid is gonna go through so much shit that y'all don't even understand.
But what if you wanted the kid? What if it was you and you wanted the child? And you asked to just relinquish your rights?
But hey, is that gonna ever happen though?
I'm just asking.
No,
it's rare.
In a perfect world, yes, cool, yes. But if a mother says, "Yo, I don't want this kid," you should not make her have it.
No,
like 100%. You should never push that shit.
This is a perfect point. I thought about this, bro. I think the unaliving of, I'm gonna call it shabortion because we can't say the real word, shabortion. it has desensitized the public and women when stuff like this happen. It desensitized them so much that they don't have the outrage that they should. Because if you think about it, in New York, do y'all want to know the abortion rate?
But it's way different from kids who are actually conscious.
No, check it out.
What
The
is it?
abortion rate is 50-something%. That means 1 in 2 kids are not going to see the light of day.
I'm cool with that.
So guess what? If that is the case, dog, this after Roe versus Wade.
I'm cool with that versus what she did. I'm
now think
so
about no.
much
How
better.
I'm connecting it is if that is the case where people feel like they can do this abortion at that level, right?
Mhm.
I'm guaranteed there's a connection of it's going to be an uptick of women that's going to do this because it's 2 of these cases going on at the same time right now.
Oh, there's been multiple of those.
And
a lot
and this
Right.
and it says that she actually suffered from severe mental health struggles following the birth of her youngest child. So in the months leading up to that, this was in January of 2023. She was treated for postpartum depression, severe anxiety, insomnia, and she spent time in inpatient psychiatric hospital.
And guess what? The government will not take that kid away and give it to the
Hold
father.
on. I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that, Marcus. Because the dad was just about to get custody of the kids. He was about to get split custody.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
I thought that they were together.
I think that may have been the other one. I think that may have
that's
been
the other one.
case.
Oh,
I think
my
that's
bad.
That's a different. Yeah, it's a different conversation.
My bad.
Same thing.
So that
but
right
other-
there, that stuff that pisses me off because you got somebody who clearly wanted their children and they weren't able to get them, and then now the other kids are died because I seen this through. I don't know if it's the same one, but that was a little while ago. But then her history and diagnosis, which you wanted to know, was she was treated in outpatient. Psychiatrists prescribed multiple medications for anxiety and depression. She was diagnosed with major depressive disorder and severe insomnia, with medical providers also considering a potential diagnosis for bipolar disorder diagnosis. She checked into mental health unit in 2022, 2023. But what it says is that her defense attorney was stating that she was suffering from acute undiagnosed postpartum psychosis, which is rare. So involving a break with reality, delusions, or hallucinations at the time of the 2023 killings. Oh, so this all happened in 2023. Okay.
So here's my question though. So in this situation when she's going through postpartum, if they already had 2 kids prior, right? And I'm pretty sure it changes. Postpartum is not the same if you have multiple kids, right? It's not always the same. It's different. Some are more extreme, some are not. But in this situation, and I have to ask the question: where's the father at to the point where he has to pay attention and say, "Listen, I got to remove the kids.
I agree.
Let me take care of the kids so the mother can, you know what I'm saying, figure out whatever it is that she got going on, and I need to take full care of these kids and make sure that everything is straight."
I think
he probably was there. He probably was
be
supportive, and she was going back and forth into the hospital. So I'm sure he was taking care of them while she was in the hospital. But here's the thing:
what he's saying is, why didn't he make the decision to take them out of that? Like,
right. So what I'm
that
saying is
should be
maybe it's like, okay, we see that she's on medication. So maybe he took time off of work while she's in the hospital. She comes home, she's on medication. Sometimes nobody really probably thinks the worst case scenario if, you know, and that's probably what happened. I don't know. I'm assuming.
No, I'm definitely not saying that it's his fault, but
yeah,
I do think men should see situations that are happening and take charge and not try to keep that whole, hey, we're gonna make it work type shit. We can make it work, but I'm getting these motherfuckers out. I'm getting them out. Like
that goes back to the previous conversation that we had when men can't really say nothing. If they do say that, they getting shamed and stuff. And like, you need
she
to
could
be
have
there.
went to court and got the kids back in a minute. And
but here's the thing though: if you're together, right, and this is where the real life situation comes in. If you are the husband and this is, you know what I'm saying, your lady, and you pay attention to your lady. Y'all been together for a while, and you understand what's going on in the household. You know how your woman is. You already know. All right, let me grab the kids. Hey, I got you. You know what I'm saying? You do what it is that you need to do. I'm gonna take care of the kids. I'm gonna make sure that they straight.
You're right.
Yeah,
she would be wigging out. You should know your girl enough to be like, ask a certain kind of question. Be like, nah, she ain't seeming right. I gotta do this.
And that's not victim. And my thing is, I'm not victim blaming the father at all. But I'm just saying, in those situations, this is where situationally aware and being able to pay attention to your lady. And like, hey, listen, you had 3 of them already. You know, the first 2 went good. You know, but this last one seemed like you're struggling a bit. So let me grab the kids. I'm gonna take care of them for a minute till you get yourself together, and then we'll all we'll rendezvous once everything is straight.
No,
I think the onus. I think there is an onus on the man to to assess the situation and do what's best. Even though you might love her to death and this, that, and the third, you gotta assess the situation and make difficult decisions.
Yeah.
And one of those decision is like get her some help, put her in. I don't want to say mental hospital, but you know what I'm saying.
Maybe she was.
So she can get the help. So and then you can make sure everybody's safe. But just like Jay said, people don't think about the worst case scenario. I don't, but at the same time, you got to take all the measures because life be life. It's so many. It's so many unpredictable stuff that I never thought I would have been going through that happened. That I was like, dog, this happened to me. I seen this like on movies and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's why when we have conversations with people, especially someone you should be able to love, but then they tell you like when they get that so defensive, that kind of weirds me out because I'm like, you know what? Like, I'm just stating the facts here. I'm stating what's going on, and I want to be able to protect, whatever's going on here. And then, like, I think most people should have more courses in that, talking about real shit, like real shit that goes on in fucking relationships, like not just.
And it says that he was supportive.
He was.
This is what it says. Anybody can throw it, but like all this stuff we don't know. We're just reading what is here, but it says that he was supportive as a father and a husband before and after the tragedy. He actively worked to help manage her postpartum. He took off of work and he publicly forgave her. He shared parenting duties. He took a lot of substantial time off to care for the older children, I guess, while she was.
Ultimately, it's just a freak. So ultimately, it's just a freak accident that happened.
Nah, it wasn't no freak accident.
No, she choked her with a fucking lap band, like a rope.
Listen. We all here's the thing though. I gotta be able to mind it out because there are situations where your mind gets so fucked up, you black out, bro. And you don't know what's going on until it's over with.
A freak, maybe use a different thing. A freak accident is like when we was watching a movie back in the day.
Blackout. Huh? I said blackout.
Yeah, blackout. Yeah, use that one. Cause freak accident is like that movie we used to watch back in the day. I forgot what it was, but it's like
things that just happened. Like, but it does say that it says that they both pursued medical malpractice lawsuits against her healthcare providers, arguing that over medication and a failure to properly diagnose her severe postpartum psychosis led to the breakdown.
Fuck that.
So this must be one of those.
If my kid died, I'm not fucking thinking about suing somebody.
No. I think what they were saying, like they already was battling the health system because they was over medicating her, and it was a problem. And he probably was like, "Hey, it's too much. I see her every day. It's too much. She not doing well." But they just wasn't doing what they were supposed to do.
But like most people,
Final destination. Yeah,
they stop taking their medicine. So I don't know if it's because it changes them. So if someone who's crazy, like for some reason they stop taking it. That's when they get all fucked up. Yeah. Most of the shit makes you like catatonic. You're not doing nothing. So like for the situation, or maybe she stopped taking her shit.
Well,
I don't know.
It's an unfortunate situation. I think I'm more mad at the public than like all this stuff because I hate that with this situation, him being the man he is. This was a situation he didn't do nothing, but the public trying to make it seem like he did it.
He was the problem.
Like he was the problem.
He was probably trying the hardest to be able to, and who knows? They could have. This is not like often like that. This happens. I mean, postpartum, yes, but not these cases. Like I feel like it happens. Think about all the kids that are born.
Jay, you said you deal with people who go through like what type of people you deal with? Like what type of like shit do they go through that you talk?
I mean, they're on drugs. They being raped. Like there's all types of. It's a lot. I mean, I mostly work with people that are from the city in Camden, which was labeled as like the most dangerous city at one point in the United States. It's a lot of stuff going on. So I just feel like it's mostly actually in the inner cities, even like North Jersey, New York, people are from there. So people are in survival mode. People don't have parents. People have been raped and, parents are raping their own children. And then the kids kill the parents,
Well, yeah, that's
yeah, that's egregious.
That's pretty wild. I mean, I don't know. I think I definitely think there's still a level of, even though your life is crappy, shitty. I mean, there's still got to be a level of like accountability, and we can't blame, we can't do shit. We just get the fuck out.
But here's the thing, and this is why, like, I have grace for certain people who, no matter what, man or woman, right? The part of your brain that is responsible for impulse control doesn't develop until you're about 26, 27.
Yep. I agree with that.
Prefrontal cortex, 26, 27, the part that's responsible for impulse control. So you're able to self-regulate.
Your emotions. Yeah. I mean, I think most men, until they get a real life, like shit that happens, they're pretty much women until like 25, 26.
But it's not just emotional piece. It's like you're controlling your impulses. So like where you just, go, do something with, you think you do it and then you think about it afterwards. How many times you see these trials and, people are killing somebody and when you're in a heightened emotion, you're not able to self-regulate, which is why like when people get upset and like when you're safe, when you're not safe, when you're in like a crisis situation, you're verbally not able to usually communicate properly. Think about when you guys are super mad, like you're not able to like really like have a conversation with somebody when you're so mad, you're heightened, you want to fight, so it's a lot of like learned behavior, especially if you're in a.
I'd be scared.
What's that? You're scared?
I'd be scared.
Well, like, which is why, like, when somebody pushes our buttons, we react a certain way, and we typically do. So you know better, you do better, type thing. But over time, you take a little bit of what you experience, and it sits in your subconscious, and then you know how to respond later on. But when you're safe and you feel good, you're able to like reach your highest level of cognition. When you're not, you see people who are on drugs, and a lot of times people don't develop schizophrenia until later on in life.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie. I think in today's age right now, I think people just don't like consequences.
Consequences, 100%.
In general, I think a lot of people, how everything going, whatever social engineering that's going on, people don't like consequences.
Well, nobody does.
A lot of people. Nobody. When I say don't like consequences, I'm speaking like the extreme in like current society, right? I mean, like back in the day, you know what you were signing up for. When you got, you still try to get out of it, but you understand you messed up. Right now, you got people really don't feel like they messed up. They really don't feel like they messed up. You can look to somebody into their face and talk to them, and the cognitive dissonance that is going on while you talking to them is so crazy that you get frustrated and you be like, you know what? Let me just be quiet because they just on a whole different wave right now.
Mm-hmm.
I have talked to people that is far left, but yet they don't live their life. They live their life as a capitalist in far right. But if you have a conversation with them, it's two totally different situations going on, right? So what I'm saying is, you got a lot of people that, because how society is going on right now, they actually campaigning that consequences shouldn't exist.
Yeah.
Because
and they also and people
shame.
can decide whether or not they want to be an animal, a cat, that their pronouns. So.
Consequences come with shame. If I don't want shame, I can tell you that this is my truth, and that's it. Now, if I come to you with the truth, you'll be like, well, I get what you're saying, but I understand my truth.
It's about me.
You know how crazy that sounds?
But like
when
you say,
talking to somebody?
The biggest consequences you see, like that we all can see, is fucking police stops. Are the biggest ones that motherfuckers don't understand authority, which is so weird. And it's mostly women who like literally like, I'm going to do it my way. I don't give a fuck. Like you'll see, like there's key points that either, and you'll see.
I don't know, but I've been seeing some dudes doing the same thing, bro.
That's just some dudes in there, but you can tell, and they've been raised by a woman. This is one. These are two of the key ones. One of the key ones is they're gonna always yell for their mama. All of them, mama, when they fucking get when they get their arm together. I swear, bro, I've looked at so many of these motherfuckers, and they always yelling for mama all the time. Whoever they on the phone with, guess who it is? Mama. Like always. Like you ain't talking to daddy because daddy be like, what the fuck? Man, give me your goddamn license, dummy.
That chick on the View, son.
Like, what the fuck
are you hosting?
And literally, like they in their own goddamn world, and they all do the same shit. Like, I don't understand why people don't understand consequences and authority. Is the craziest thing to me. Like, who does not understand authority? If a cop pulls me over,
people want to make their own decisions. They just want to
crazy, but they.
George Floyd yelled for his mom.
Yeah, when they scream for when something goes on, guess who they call them? The fucking cops. When someone steals their shit, they call them the cops. But guess who they don't want around them when they want authority? Like it's so crazy. If a cop pulls me over, like true story, I locked myself out of my house. I was jumping over my gate, and for one reason, I don't know how it was, a cop was coming down my street, and he stopped, and I was like, "Shit, thank you, man. I'll do whatever you want to do. Here's my code. I'll get in the house. Bam. Whatever you need, I'll give it to you. Thank you for fucking coming. Because if some other motherfucker was jumping over my gate and you let him go, I'll be pissed." You know what I mean? Like, so he
didn't shoot you, so that's why you're thanking him.
Yeah, because it's my shit. And that's what it is. Like, other people don't look at it that way. Like, no, I know my truth. I wasn't doing this. Give me your fucking shit. What's wrong with you, man? You're crazy.
Yeah, I see a lot of stuff that pisses me off. It's like, well, here's the thing. Like, we all have decisions that we should be making, and like, you got to be okay with the worst case scenario.
You have to.
So like, that's like road rage. Somebody says something, cuts you off, and then what do? You got to teach them a lesson and pull up on the side of them. And I guess Mac does that. So you got to teach them a lesson. But here's the thing: teach them a lesson, and then what? Then say somebody pulls out something and shoots you. Well, now you have now you're unalived, right? And all because you could have switched. If hindsight, you could have changed that whole trajectory if you would have just been like, you know what, whatever. He want to act like the stupid ass.
I do what?
I was trying to get over.
I do what?
I didn't get too far over.
You said I do what, Jay?
Oh. No, I wasn't saying. I said you were laughing, so I was like, "Oh, you must do it."
No, I was laughing at because he said that you were paid.
Hey, Bull City, I got halfway over that gate, player.
You said halfway.
No, and he got stuck too. He was on the middle.
I need a bump.
Came down.
Man,
Laying on
anybody
your
got a
back.
ladder? Anybody got a ladder? I was looking.
But any final thoughts on this topic?
Dude,
I learned some more stuff, so my mind kind of changed a little bit during the conversation. So I think it is an unfortunate situation if they've been battling the health system for her to get the help that she need, and it didn't happen. That kind of changed my mindset on it.
Look at that black man being accountable.
oh, yeah,
I know that's right. You know what?
Oh no, you already know me, Corda. I'm the type of person I believe what I believe until I get new information. If that new information is sound, I change my mind. I ain't got no shame in my game.
Look at that black man.
That boy is good.
Good
I'm
and
sorry.
terrible.
I still think there should be more consequences, and this type of stuff wouldn't happen if people like were actually held to the fire. And I don't know. I'm not going to change my mind on that one because
Yeah,
I'm not
no, I
saying
agree
like
with that.
again,
Sometimes there's a fine line with certain things, though. There is always a gray area with certain things, and I'll say there was a family friend of ours and I was like in my early 20s, and he ended up going to prison for I don't know how many years because he burnt his house down because his dad, he lived with his dad, and he was in his probably mid 20s at the time, but he lived with his dad and his dad's boyfriend, and the dad throughout his whole life was having sex with him. And once he got to a place like it just built up, he got to a place where he was like, you know, fuck this. And he was always a little different with how, like, very intellectual. And he killed his dad and the boyfriend, burned his house down. So the people who are supposed to love, protect you, nurture you, you know, take care of you are the same people that are hurting you.
who screw you over.
Do you blame them for killing them? Unaliving them? Sorry.
I don't think I would blame them, but I don't think I would blame them. I would understand it, and I would be very empathetic to the situation. But again, consequences are consequences. So if you do it, you still deserve the consequence, regardless of, you know, because it rains on the just and unjust, right? So I can't blame. I can blame. Hey, bro, you did what you had to do. Unfortunately, because the law is the law, you gotta eat that.
What about the girl that was sex trafficked and she, Cynthia, whatever, she was sex trafficked and she planned to unalive the guy who was drugging her up, sexually, you know, raping her and making her have sex with other people. And as soon as she got a chance, she unalived him.
911 is an easy call.
I'm empathetic to him. Like, hey, I understand why you did it. Hey, listen, he deserved everything he got.
He kidnapped her.
Hey, my whole thing is,
did she have access to a phone?
If she
could have
did
got 911 somewhere.
If she did it and got away with it, I ain't got no problem with it. But unfortunately,
hey, shit, man.
I mean, she did it, and then I think went to the authorities, whatever, and then she ended up doing prison time. I think Kim Kardashian got her out. She got clemency, but
I'll put like this. I give something. This is something personal to me. It's not crazy. I can share it. I got a DUI. Right?
Is that crazy? I got one too.
I got
damn. Y'all just reckless. No.
Now look, check it.
I learned the best lesson of my life.
But look though, I got DUI, right? I know I was wrong, drinking and driving and all that stuff. Got jail, got out, bonded out, whatever, right? Did my little probation and all that stuff. Went to a brewery. I seen police escorting people into the brewery and out with a child and a dog and all that stuff, right? So what I'm saying is, in those situations, that was unjust for me, but you got people that are doing it and they get away with it, and then at the same time, I didn't get away with it. But if I'm looking at people, y'all, the same cops who locked me up are escorting, hey, little kid, and they go into the brewery and drinking, and they come out and they escort them right back out. You know what I'm saying? The law is still the law. It's unfair like a mug, but it is what it is. Just like when 15 people going 75 in a 45, and the cop picked you. You're like, well, everybody else was going at it. They were like, well, I picked you. You going to jail. That's the one of those situations. It's unfair, but it is what it is. Now, if you got away with it, cool. But it is
the
what
same
it
thing.
is.
Like, but you gotta understand from learn from experience. Like you said, DUI. My DUI. I thank God all the time I got my DUI because I would have not stopped drinking and driving. Like, and Courtney knows I'll spend a shit ton of money. I don't drink and drive.
Yeah.
Because this is the thing though. Like I've seen stories where people literally go to the store and in a freak accident, get in an accident, and are in prison because they were drinking. Like I could never imagine being like, yo, I just went to the store, had a couple drinks, now I'm in fucking prison. Like I would feel like that's not fair.
Mothers, shout out to the Mothers Against Drunk Drivers. That's a whole program that they show you. They show you what happens. Like you could just be going down the street drunk, and you'd unallow the whole family, and they were just going to get some Burger King.
But I do understand like people who go through these experiences and people who have wronged them and whatever. But like you can't like if I feel like if you get away with murdering someone, that you'll do it again. Because you'll feel like, hey, someone fucked me over, I'm gonna do it again.
Yeah,
I don't know.
You have a DUI.
Situation where the girl was sex trafficking and everything.
Well, I paid my consequences.
Right,
I got my consequences. If they had if that cop had said, "Yo, you seem cool, bro. I'm gonna keep your car here. Just take an Uber home," I would have drove drunk the next day.
Yeah.
But
if you got lucky, you were spared.
Those are two different situations.
Hold on, I was spared. I got a DUI. I had to spend a shit ton of money.
What I'm saying is, I said if he would have let you go, you would have got spared. Like if he would have,
I would have got spared, and it would have been the worst for me.
Yeah, I have a sister right now who's in prison. Right, she has 2 kids. She's in prison. You know, somebody lost her life. But she's in Florida, so she got 15 years. Her kid's father was home with them, and he just got 10 years because he was drunk driving. So now you got 2 kids who don't have either parents.
Oh,
you know, and I got to be the one that.
How many he got?
Huh?
He had a prior.
No.
He got one DUI. He got 10 years.
Oh. Okay.
Guy died.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's that's DUI with I think homicide or something like that.
Yeah, they called it something. I forget what it was, but yeah.
Like I see the video with this dude. He just about to graduate. He was a teen. He about to graduate, and he was senior night having a good time. He was 2 months away from graduating, bro. He was so blacked out that when he shook back a little bit, he thought he hit a fire hydrant.
Hit a person.
He hit somebody. And bro, you could see in his eyes, it was like, bro, my life is over. He was like, hit somebody? I'm like, bro, hey, everybody that's watching, Uber, please Uber. And if you go somewhere and you start drinking and you feel like you that sauce, please get an Uber. If your car get towed, I guarantee it's way better than you driving and something happen.
Facts.
It's way better. That car gonna be somewhere. You just gotta find it. It ain't that serious.
Especially some shit you don't want to happen. Yeah. That's definitely not.
Trust me. I had my DUI, bro. And then when they showed me the Mad Mothers Against Drunk Driving, when they showed me, like, they had real people show up that was like affected, and they showed videos and pictures and stuff, I said,
I can't lie. I got mine on Christmas night, so when I went to the judge, I had a good story. And my whatever the class you had to take was fucking. I only had to do like 10 hours, and other people do like fucking 100. I got extreme DUI. I went to class, and the dude was like, "Woo!" I was in my early 20s. I went drinking the night before, and I came into my DUI class drunk.
Oh Lord!
Hold up!
Wait, I didn't drive. I didn't drive though. What?
I'm so glad
You showed up drunk at your DUI.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
It was a
Okay,
night.
I know now.
It was a morning.
You Denzel on that pilot movie he was on, bro.
Yeah, I feel better when I'm drinking. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm normal. I'm drinking right now.
I could tell the way you were sipping it.
I've been sipping all night.
Bro,
I know you were like,
hey, you know somebody drinking when they put that finger right there on the forehead?
Hey, you gotta. Hey, that's a kickstand, dog. You can't let it go in there. That's a kickstand. I know, yeah. Hey, I got you, little kickstand. Stick it in there. That's it. Hey, Jay, you don't seem amused. That's what we do when you grow up. Yeah.
I like my liver to, be good, because what happens is, we poison our bodies, and then later on we get to a place where now we have kidney failure, and then it's like, oh, let me try to hurry up and go backtrack. Can't do it.
Yeah.
You forgot she vegan.
That's why you got to take milk. That's why you take milk
prices.
That's why you take milk thistle to help your liver repair.
That's true. Milk thistle does help you to detox your liver, but you're doing damage to your liver all the time. So everything in moderation.
Every day. Oh yeah. Don't drink every day. Well, Mark. Well, I don't know. I can't speak for Marcus, but yeah, if you drink in moderation, you're straight. Yeah. He's straight. But I don't know when it's time to drink. I don't know how much he be going in. So that's
I can't tell you that. I can't tell you that.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. My body be telling me, Clem, slow down.
And I hate the feeling the next day. Like,
I'm like one of those Asian guys.
I get it. I get it.
Those little Asian dudes drink till they 90 years old. They fucking pounding them.
Yeah, but they don't drink the same stuff that we drink, okay? And they don't eat the same foods that we eat.
The food's not the same.
They drink green tea. Like, they drink like real
with like 100% fucking alcohol in it.
That should be strong over there.
They be drunk.
Yeah. It be strong. Like I like sake.
Yeah, sake is blessing. You hear me?
All right. So do you go to the buffet? Do you do the hibachi where they squirt the sake in your mouth?
Nah.
Marcus said, "Oh yeah."
I mean, no, I go to hibachi, but not when they spit in my mouth.
Hey, they be like, hey, they be having to think, hey,
sucky.
Nigga, that's a man. What? No, this my ex. Your ex-girlfriend a man. Why you think she in jail with the men? She'd be on the other side. Nigga, you gay.
You gay.
They be like, they be like, you want some? They about to squirt in your mouth. I'll be like this.
I took my kids to one of them, and the guy going do that to my door. I said, whoa, no, not over here. You better take somewhere else.
I'm like, what is that, man? Hey, come on, I'm good. Get in there.
Your mouth be wide open, big dog.
Oh no!
Free booze, man.
Jeez, no, you gotta clip that, Courtney. You gotta clip that, Courtney. Please clip that.
Hey, I'm secure. I'm secure.
That was it.
I'm all like, yeah. You got some booze in that player?
Just
come on, man. Stop that shit. That's kind of whack. That's kind of whack.
Just
hey, so Marcus, you let a grown man spray stuff in your mouth?
I'm joking. Jesus, no one's spraying shit.
Please clip that. Please clip that. He said,
he aiming that bit like this, big dog. He's skeeting a long way.
Well,
wait, do y'all keep your mouth open for the shrimp too?
He's shaking it, yo. For the shrimp? Nah.
They take the shrimp and
I'm good. I don't do none of that. No, I don't do none of that.
Hey, now
Marcus like this. Hey, Marcus, I paid my money.
It used to be all Japanese dudes. Now they got Mexican, a couple of black dudes in there fucking doing the shit.
Oh, really?
Hey, when they say it, do you lean back in your chair and be like, all right, bet, let's get to it. Like,
hey, if I only ordered chicken and they say I got a shrimp, I'm like, come on. That's it. I got
pause. Well, yo, bro, what's up? What's up? You all right?
All Are you going with your homeboys or are you going with a woman?
Oh, shit.
Hey,
That's a good question, Jay. That's a good question.
Hey, she happy. She good.
Fish. Marty, man.
Hold on,
That's
fam.
my
You
man.
gonna let your girl
Hey,
let another
she-
man squirt in your mouth, big
She
dog?
be like, "That's my man."
That's crazy.
I'll stick beside him.
That's crazy.
So if mine's ask you for rich it, you gonna rich it?
Y'all fucking stupid.
Bomber Clyde.
That's my man.
Hey, fish. Barty, man.
Yeah, y'all wow.
That boy
Right.
said a shrimp. He said
shrimp?
he said he
Bro,
was a
hey,
shrimp
if
in
you
his
go,
mouth.
you
The
only
big
order
shrimp or
chicken.
little shrimp?
Oh shit!
If you only order chicken and they throw out the 4 shrimp, I'm getting some. I'm good.
That's crazy.
Mine's for reach for the shrimp.
Hey, I like
Fish.
seafood too.
Barty, man.
Hey, the seafood is like $20 extra. I'm getting chicken.
You're just greedy.
But you can get whatever you want. Just don't let dude aim stuff in your mouth, my boy.
Yeah, I don't even want it because it's going to hit somewhere. I'm just like,
Because what if
Catch it with your hands. Catch it.
you ain't catching it with your hands. We know.
Oh, you funny now.
That boy
You
said,
you a comedian now, huh?
I am a comedian.
You all funny and shit.
You started it. You said, "Yeah, give me that sake."
Yeah, sorry.
No, that wasn't it.
Yo, boy.
You started.
That's it.
I can't
Martin.
unsee it. I can't unsee it.
I can't unsee it.
Dog, which one of your homeboys with you right now, Tito?
He hanging out.
Tito,
Tito,
and Jack.
yeah, I knew it
Tito?
was Tito. I
Hey,
knew it was Tito.
Tito don't say shit. He just kicking it, bro.
I knew
Yeah,
it was
you
Tito.
need to drink Tito on this show.
Yeah.
You about to be
That's all.
lined
Hey,
up every
Tito.
time.
Hey, be a sponsor. Let's go.
Hey, facts.
Let's do it.
Shout out to Tito's, big dog.
Hey,
Yeah.
Hey, that boy Court. Hey, look, Courtney, he drink water.
I got water right here. Wait, that don't look like no water. That looks like box wine.
That's
Shout
that
out to
box
this ain't no box wine. Shout out to
That's
Tito's.
box
I got
and for some reason, Jay
Not
somewhere was
Ninja Turtles.
turtles.
Yeah, dog. Hey.
Oh, that's so funny.
Jay's were she's in like Alaska right now. We're still sun outside.
You know, it's so funny that looks like that. It's not. I'm literally in my bedroom.
I think we talked about that last time. Yeah, it looks like
I know. I don't know why it looks sunny.
Nah, it look the light looked different this time. The first time it looked like it was daylight outside. I was like, "Where are you at?"
It legit looks like
Exactly, PJ. You know I ain't drinking the water. I know wine glass. We don't do that over here. We don't do that over here.
Hey, bro, PJ, stop glazing, bro.
No, look, y'all ain't finna do my boy. Y'all ain't finna do my boy PJ like that.
Hey, everybody, look, nobody's safe, dog. Nobody's safe.
Listen.
We're a community here, bro. Ain't nobody safe, bro.
Say we're a community.
What
Ain't
kind of
nobody
community?
safe, dog. Ain't nothing wrong with a little roast session. I get
So,
roast all the
Jay,
time.
you've been on a couple of other panels,
thank
right?
you.
The you've been on the Lapeef thing.
Yeah.
Here he go.
So no, I'm just saying.
Every Thursday. Thank you. Who's that? Bull City?
Yeah.
So how you like the Lapeef thing going on?
I like it. Yeah.
That's a good conversation. I think True be having some, but he be spitting.
Oh, he does.
True. I like True. True, he's like
he the
is
truth.
like a mess.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, True is actually pretty good. So, some people
I do gotta say, I feel like everyone coddles Bo, but out of everything else, yeah, it's
she got mad at me. She got mad at me yesterday because she thought I was condoning a man forcing himself on his woman against her not wanting to have, sex. And I said, no, but that's just your duty, your duty. Like, I just feel like she was saying, like, men, like, there's times when over time in your relationship, like, they don't do the things that they do to get you, or they did to get you, like, as far as taking you out. And I said, well, I haven't experienced that. I've never
Oh
experienced
yeah, I
that.
did. I saw that. I saw
That
that.
doesn't that
Because I feel like if you're so then like she's like, well, I'm not going to give him sex if and I said, well, you're more likely to get what you want if you do. So I don't, I haven't
But
experienced
that's the
other.
thing, though. In realistic situations, that don't happen. You ain't forcing yourself on your girl. Like if she is like mad about something, majority of the time you like, hey, whatever, bro. Like, come
Well,
on.
we were talking about the difference of like man, like no matter what is different. Like a woman, it's emotional, so they want like that emotional connection in order to be able to have to get wet, pretty much
Do you
to
think? Do you
allow the
think?
man to enter.
Jay, do you think sometimes when on panels and everything, you think that some people have a problem with reality versus
how it should
like
be.
just talking on a podcast?
Oh yeah,
Because they like sometimes I be thinking like people don't think about the whole thing. It's so surface level when they saying stuff. It's like they're not looking at the whole thing. So if they blaming something on somebody, let's say gender war, right? If they blame a man about getting her pregnant, it's like they looking at it as the woman is just unwilling participant in a sexual action, right?
Oh.
But knowing that the woman is the one that has to open up her legs in order to allow the man.
But let's go even before that. They had to meet. He had to get the number. He had to text. They had to get to a point where she was comfortable enough to whatever.
Both wanted it.
No, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. They get to a point that they actually do have raw, encounters. A majority of the time, it ain't the first time when they got pregnant. So a lot of times they had multiple situations. It just at that point in time, after the third or fourth one, it happened, or they had a scare and they say, you know what, we got to wrap it up. Gotta wrap it up. Gotta be this, that, and third.
Yeah, don't nobody want to
and
wrap it up.
They do it again. But what tends to happen is y'all already progressed to that point. So then the reason I'm saying this long stuff is that's actual reality. Instead of just a surface level of y'all men just need to wrap it up and everything will be all right.
Yeah, but that's what. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, but the whole thing rap. This is the thing that I don't get. Women have the most like control. I don't want to say liability or whatever it is if this thing happens. So like for me, I would say you have. I think a man has a plan B. Abortion pill. I'm cool with that. You're not. Like if we have sex and we do it, I'm cool with it. Fam.
Let's have more liability when it comes to that. Yeah.
But if it was based on me to have the most liability, I'm gonna judge it that way. Either like this is a girl I like, or if I'm gonna take that risk, it has to be like it has to be someone I want to be with. But for some reason, you guys are able to wiggle out of that part. That like you are the one who holds the most responsibility, and when you get the most responsibility, that does happen. Now it's a man's part to take care of that responsibility, but he really doesn't have any say so into that responsibility.
Well,
like,
that's actually pretty true.
Because if it was me, if the hottest girl I've ever seen in my life was like, yo. You can have sex with me. I'm cool with it. You might get AIDS, you might not. I don't know. And I'll be like,
all right, no, thank you.
I'm gonna say, nah, probably not. But hey, if you do, you got 24 hours to take this pill, and you don't have no more. All right, fuck, let's go. And if it happens, I'm taking that pill.
You make poor decisions, Marcus.
I think I make smart decisions because guess what? You won't do. You ain't taking that pill, and you have that baby, and you're gonna fucking make my life a living hell. I'm not going to have that baby unless I'm gonna be with you forever. Like I'm cool with making that decision because that's if I wasn't cool with making that decision, to get rid of it, I wouldn't just not do it. I wouldn't do it.
Well, I just think that a lot of times women put it on a man when women are the ones who are allowing a man to conquer them. So that but what she got mad about was the fact that I said it's different. Like a woman has a hole. It's not like there's a barrier there. You have a hole, so something can always go in there. If it's not wet, guess what? You put lube, right? So with a man, and this is what Willie was saying, I think it was, but with a man, if you don't get it up, you can't have it. A woman can always have it. A man can't.
Yeah.
If it's a gummy bear. So
that's a reason. It's a reason why in sex stores they got a whole store full of women's stuff, and they got a small section of men's stuff. Cause you want to know why? It don't take much. We can go to Walmart and get what we need. Women, y'all got a whole selection of like it just looked
Arousal,
like a hunter's wall. You know what I'm saying? All the trophies up there of all the different types of things y'all can get. You know what I'm saying? So but like the person in question, I do think she just talking till she land a plane. I think it's circle around the airport. The way she talked, it just circle around the airport.
I like her though.
She cool. She got some good points.
She does have good points.
Very seldomly to me.
Who are you talking about, Bo?
I think she does. I think what it is like there's like a whole bunch of stuff, right? And there's
Bo
like a good point somewhere in here.
Zero good points. Not
That's
one.
not true.
Nah,
Bo is supported by dudes. This is what tells you that dudes are good people.
She's the little sister.
Like,
she's the little sister.
Everyone literally like say, no, I'm not talking about you. I'm not doing this. Yo, like try to like shelter her. And I think someone needs to be like, yo, like what the fuck what are you talking about? Like for me, she goes on the
they be going in. They go in on me. They go in like they call me a pick me. I was like, that's not my fault that I think differently. I don't, that's
and that's crazy for someone to think that's a bad thing for a pick me. That'd be like, yo, like if
I can see on some stuff. I can see on stuff for pick me. I can see sometimes how it can be bad. Like
how?
I feel like you're not being real.
Well, I say like you already know my saying. I'd rather see a sermon than to hear one. I do see a lot of women. Like I think the beginning phrase of a pick me was somebody up here just trying to get attention, but they really don't believe the things that they saying. What has happened now is even if a woman actually believes in the things they saying, because you are to them being male centered, now you're a pick me. Because it can't be from your upbringing. It can't be a situation where you saw a household thrive in a good, healthy relationship where your mom and dad loved on each other. But at the same time, it was some rules and regulation in the household and it was standards, right? I can see it. But what tends to happen is you got a lot of women that never been in that environment. So they can't even like really have the mindset.
I know because my friends come to me for all their relationship advice.
They can't even imagine. So your mom and dad kick it and everything is good and they love on each other all the time. Yeah, my dad
and mine weren't together, but I've learned.
My dad took my mom out on a date yesterday. You'd be like, yo, they do that? You're like, yeah, they always go on dates. Like what y'all got going on?
Like would a picnic be like a dude who's like, you know what, like yeah. I know that this relationship will work a lot. Be cool if I fuck a lot of the chicks, but I still love my girl. But I understand how women work in the best way a woman works with monogamy. So guess what? I'm not gonna do that because I'm gonna say, you know what? This is gonna make my life a lot better if I don't fuck a lot of the chicks. Even though I know it would not fuck this up. It wouldn't fuck our shit up. But you know what? What I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna do that shit. Like, is that
like pick me? Like, well, that's on another perspective. I look at a pick me as like a woman's.
No. I understand what you're saying. But on a man's side, that could be a pick me because I'm not doing shit that my urges want me to do.
There's no such thing as a man pick me because women don't like the dudes that be pandering to them.
Yeah,
I know, but like my urges could tell me I could fuck a lot of chicks and be fine with it, and that will truly be fine. But I care about my.
No, you're gonna be called a simp
if I fuck a lot of chicks.
No, I'm saying if you almost like it, what you're saying, like if you're like, oh, you know what, I know I could be doing this, but I want want to be here with you, baby, and I want to, you know,
No,
such
I'm
and
not
such.
saying that. I'm not saying. I mean, I'm not
What
like
are
that.
you saying, Mark?
Well, you did
But
say
no,
that. You said
but
that
no,
you.
no, no. You're right. I did
You're,
say it, but not like what you made it out.
but what I'm saying is, this is what how a lot of women would view it. Like they
Oh,
would view it in that way. Like the sought out men are the ones who have all the options.
okay.
Ooh,
You know what I'm saying?
you
But for the
said,
normal
boy, they
people, for the
they
normal
gonna get
people,
mad, boy. You
but
said
for the
that.
normal people
That's the
out there,
truth.
like I mean, normal people, I think have a little bit of options, but not really a lot. But at the end of the
You
day,
said
like
normal people.
yeah, the normal people, even if I had all the options, I still got to look
Yeah,
at
I
it
guess make
like.
somebody laugh or something like that. You know what I mean?
I say even if I had like the options of the doing that, like I still wouldn't want a girl who's cool with me fucking with someone else. Like I've told my
You
girl, I
want
said,
somebody to check for you in a sense. Like
I told my
you
girl a
want the
million times,
challenge.
I'd rather you let me like I'd rather cheat on you and you not find out versus you know. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like
listen, if somebody cheats on me, you better not let me find out.
yeah,
Like, just
yeah.
don't
So
tell me.
I would be
Don't
like,
confess. Don't tell
because
me.
that would
I
be
don't want to hear
weird
it.
if she was like, you know what, I understand. If she said, hey, I understand, I'm like, you know, I'm
She's
gonna
saying, I
walk
understand
away.
because I just was with Tyrone last night.
Wait,
No,
so you think
or
she's
I
gonna
know
have
it's gonna
you think
be
she's gonna have a
dumb.
vendetta against you? You think she'll have
Huh?
a vendetta against you or something?
In any experience I've ever seen, that doesn't work out. Strippers, I've never seen really good women okay with their dudes fucking somebody else.
Well, it depends on how much money you make.
In no situation, me personally, I've ever seen. Like they might say they're cool with it, but there's always some other shit behind it. There's
How much
always
money do you
something else.
make?
They're not cool with it.
Not enough for
I'm
that.
not asking you. I'm saying it depends on how much money you make because
But even if you do,
some women are okay with it as long as they live in a certain lifestyle.
Is she really gonna be there for you? Probably not. She's looking.
So
If
I
your
know
money
women
dries up,
who want to have their man even have like a threesome with another woman and they're totally against it, the man.
and the dude, I'm like, I just wouldn't want a girl like that. Like I just would never. Like
Chelsea,
that to me would be bad.
Chelsea Handler is one of those. Not Chelsea Handler. It's another one. She's a comedian, and she said that she gets turned on by other women.
Fucking her dude.
No, flirting with her man and things like that. She gets turned on by it.
I would not be with. I would not be with a
my
girl
whole
like that.
my whole thing about that type
There's
of
nothing
chick.
wrong with that.
I know
what
my whole thing about that type of shit, bro. It usually don't last long. Those relationships don't last. It's just in the mid. It's just in the beginning type of situation. I haven't seen anybody having a long relationship unless they on them like excursions and stuff like that with the
Yeah, you're always
pineapple.
doing something fun. You always continually have to do something.
Like they
I
like.
want to be with my
I
girl
ain't never
and
seen
shit
nobody.
ain't cool. I want to be my girl. Like yo, like hey, if shit went down, she's still like I love you. We're good. I don't want to be with that contentious shit. But like,
wait, Courtney,
everything has to be fine. Everything has to be fucking amazing. I don't want to be with that girl.
Courtney, what were you saying? You said something about like the whole flirting.
Yeah, so I think her name is Chelsea Glasser. I think that's her name. But she's a comedian, and she was basically saying that she gets turned on by her man, and her man flirting and other women flirting with her man. That she gets turned on by that. Like that's something that she wants.
She's a comedian.
Like her man flirting with other women and vice versa. Women flirting with her man. She gets turned on.
Basically, she get turned on because she understand that her dude is wanted by other women.
Yeah,
she don't want a dude that's not
Nikki
wanted.
That's her name, Nikki Glasser. I said Chelsea. Nikki Glasser.
Like if no women was checking, if no women was checking for him, she'll think he was a lame and she won't rock with him.
Which is my point. Women
So
want the ones that are highly sought.
Is that how you are? You want the dudes who are like, hey, you know, man. Like,
Most women do, bro.
I think they do.
They may not tell you that. But most women,
They do.
most women do, bro.
No.
But I don't. But for me, I guess it's a little different. Like I don't just because somebody is like.
See, that's what
I would say. Like, what's that?
Yeah.
Oh
no, I was
somebody
looking
is highly
at
sought.
she said something. That's what I said in the beginning. She be saying stuff ain't nobody said. Like nobody. She be coming all the way from Pluto and say something that somebody didn't even say.
That's funny. But like there's like highly sought men, and like just because they're nice looking doesn't mean that I will be interested in them. Like it's not, because I'm not driven by like, oh, I look at like, I don't know, I'm have to be attracted to them in some capacity. Like it's not attracted in more ways than just like they physically look nice.
But would you think that the most, like, if your dude asks you, or what, not ask you, but like, if it was situations like, yo, I want to bring another girl into the situation, but I love you, would you be like, you think about it?
That probably wouldn't work for me because I'm not bisexual.
No, you don't have to do, no,
right, but it's been asked for me before, and they wanted like that kind of relationship. I think that when somebody's bisexual, it works better, or when they like that kind of stuff, it works better. So me, I'm not. So I can't really say. Like I would be open. Literally just had this podcast about having a discussion about spicing things up, being with somebody for a long time. And so like I think you have to be open. Like I don't want to. If my man came up to me and said like, I just want something different with our sex life, or then I'm gonna, all right, let's have the conversation. What is that going to look like? I gotta have the conversation, and I gotta be willing to bend with something.
You rocking with what Roland Martin accused of?
What is it?
You know about Roland Martin?
What was it?
Yeah.
Do you know him?
I know, but I don't know what.
Yeah, he in a situation right now. Allegedly,
wait, I feel like somebody
he was with another woman, and she had like some fingers back there.
Oh, okay. I did
allegedly. This is allegedly.
Oh yeah.
So
I
if
did
your
hear
dude
somebody
came
do
to
that.
you and said, "Man, I want you to cut your nails," because I kind of want to do
so
that.
there's a boundary. I have boundaries, and I
let's
don't really want to say what I'm okay with doing.
Let's keep it with that. Like, where we at?
I'm not okay with.
We need you to cut your nails because I got something I want to say.
I did.
So Jay, you would think about it. You'd be like, you know what? Hey, he says he loves me. He's gonna be blah blah. You would think about it.
I'm not thinking about that. Like that's where like it would be, the line would have to be drawn where I'm not. I'll do something else, but I'm not putting my finger in there.
No, not that. I'm saying another girl.
Oh, what do you say?
With another girl, like if he was like, "Yo, I want to have you and some other chick," and you'd be like, "All right, well, this is unfair.
Let's just go
question.
to a swingers club. Let's
do
unfair like
question
something else."
Because you can't answer because you're not really like tied to someone. So I get that. I'm not gonna say that to you.
She said
I've had experience.
She cool with going to the swingers club.
But I think it's a little different when you actually like somebody. I would hopefully it's different.
I think it's a turn on a little bit, and so in my mind, like, so I've done like role playing and things like that. What do you say? I've done like role playing and certain like scenarios, because like they may have wanted that or to kind of visualize. I've done that, and it was fun.
That's fair.
So if my girl,
I see why they call you a pygmy, because you adapt. They don't, the other women, they don't like adapt. You got me how I am, and that's it. Then you don't like
it. I think the most satisfied you could be with a man is when he's satisfied. Like that's just how I feel. I've never had an issue with that, so I feel like why, like I'm gonna do what you want me to do.
Y'all gotta throw 100. Y'all gotta throw 100 in the super chat for that.
I mean,
like I've been I've experienced like a submissive, very submissive relationship. So I experienced some things, some 50 Shades of Grey things in that, and I think that Marcus said, "Oh hell no, I ain't doing it." Yeah, I've experienced.
Yeah.
So it's just like I don't know, like I don't understand how. I just don't understand. That's important for me. That's important.
You was just raised different, man. You got women that was raised different from you, and at the same time, they got they dating advice and how marriage look from social media.
Yep.
And other bitter women and bitter aunties and bitter old ladies, they are the worst.
But do you think it's because they're bitter because maybe they like the way they look, they're not being sought out?
I think they bitter because I think they was lied to when they was young, and then when they get to that age, they did everything what everybody told them to do. Go get your education, do this, do that, do that. And then they get to that age where they feel like they supposed to have the things, they don't have it. So guess what? Misery loves company. So even though they don't have what they want, they're not going to sit back and assess the situation and say, I could have did this a different way. They're not finna put that to the younger generation. Hey, I did this. You might want to do it like this because this what happened to me. Right? They're not going to say that, right? I would say majority of the times men do that. Men do it, but I get it. A lot of women don't believe it, but for some reason they be in men's facility like areas when we have these conversations. For some reason they know. I don't know. They say we don't have these conversations. But the men, they really be like, look, I was doing this, that, X, Y, and Z, and I had this chick. She was doing everything. I wasn't ready for no relationship. And I just kept on doing me and this, that, and the third. Hey, bro, young fella, you find a chick that's doing, lock her up, get her. Don't do what I did. You be out here like me. I think that's the reason why, because they're not gonna tell you exactly what I just said on the man part. They're gonna say everything's good. I got my money. I don't need nothing. I got a dog. I did this, that. Girl, you can do whatever you want to do. Everything gonna be all right. And guess what? The women gonna look and say, well, auntie, she do got money and everything. I guess she is happy. But none of them girls.
You gotta look at the man.
Hold on, Marcus. I'm about to land. None of them girls actually see what that woman is going through when she go to her house by herself.
When she's alone.
They don't see she hitting up her friends and her friends can't do something because her friends actually on a couples trip because they've been married for 15 years. They can't go kick it with the friend over here because they going to their daughter or son graduation. Right? They can't, they all the friends not available like that no more.
And you're miserable and lonely.
She at the house kicking it and can't do nothing because everybody wrapped up, but she kicking it.
You mean she's single?
Yeah.
But it's not just being single, but I think being single and having this like entitlement and feeling like you can't conform to a man. So it's like you're so like strong-minded where it's like you can't even listen to anybody giving you any kind of like criticism or
good advice.
Yeah.
Why do you think it's like an increase of older women going to the club with the younger women dressed the same?
Well,
it just so happened Tracy Ellis Ross said she like younger men versus the older men. Why you think
a lot of older women do?
I've already said
they didn't switch it up, but at the same time, the younger men only like the older women because they
cap,
they kind of easier.
Shoot,
because you can play on the emotions. That's what it is, emotions.
They don't have that like that.
Yeah, I'm with the younger guy because he understands. He's more open. Of course, he's gonna be more open. He trying to get in. I'm like, yeah, I got this old chick over here.
Oh, that's what they're saying.
That's what the younger dudes are saying.
Hold on, what do you think they're saying?
I think the reason why a lot of the older women are with the younger guys is because
no. Him. What do you think? What do you think his thoughts are?
Oh, his thoughts are why he's with somebody who's younger.
No, he's saying what do you think the younger men are saying?
Oh, the younger guys, the younger. Well, you know, they want to.
I got an old chick. I got Tracy Ella Ross, bro. She be like, she give me whatever, bro.
A lot of times, younger guys want like the maturity, especially depending on where you are. But if they're looking for like a relationship, they want the maturity of a woman, an older woman. But it's always gonna. I mean, well, no, I'm just saying if they want a relationship, I do think that.
They're looking for something.
I've seen it. I've seen it before.
But I'll say
any man wants sex at the end of the day.
I think what Marky's trying to allude to is like, what's the amount? What's the average? On average,
like if a dude's
you
with
might
an
get
older
a young
chick,
dude that's serious.
he is literally trying to fuck, and she has a comfortable place to stay. That is literally it.
Yeah, but
Like,
if he has his own place, if he has his
out.
own things going on, but you're speaking on just a man who might just be, I don't know, what we talk, like somebody who younger doesn't really have anything.
How many young dudes have their shit going on fucking with older chicks?
Hold up, clarify the young dude, because I think that's what the
20 between the ages of 25 and 28, and the woman is like 48 to 50.
If he's got his shit going on, he's only about fucking. That's literally about it. You think he wants to be with her?
If he's got his shit,
I'm saying there are. I've seen it. I've seen relationships. They're like set. I have a friend who is.
I'm not saying that one off.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. I'm saying that's another
you're right.
option.
Yeah, you're right. Some dudes, have. I've seen a 50-year-old marry a 28-year-old who actually really loved him. But like, it don't like that's not really like
it's not the
majority of what happens.
Yeah.
If a dude, especially got money, he typically ain't fucking an older chick. But if he is, it is literally like probably it's fun. It is.
I call cap on that.
You think he wants to be with her?
If he got his shit going on, like you said, if he got his own shit going on and he actually dealing with, and he got the pick of the litter, and you think,
especially somebody who's like,
he's talking about like the average 25 to 28.
No. He's saying an average 25-year-old ain't got his shit together. So when you tell me that, but no, I'm going based off what he said. Somebody who got their shit together, right? We know somebody who got their shit together. They're not just finna fuck no old woman. They're not just finna fuck no old woman. They actually trying to be in a relationship with them.
Because the ones that they're their age aren't really like, they're not aligned with them. I've seen that plenty of times.
Now somebody who don't have the shit together, guess what they're looking for? They're looking for a sugar mama. So of course they're gonna fuck with.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. But like when the dude got the pick of the litter, you think a dude that's 25 to 28 years old trying to get with a 48-year-old woman in general that got his shit together?
The point, but I'm saying the point that he's making, he's saying that most if they are dealing with him.
So let's define. Are we defining shit getting their shit together if they got money?
Yeah, if they got their shit together and they're dealing with the older woman, 9 times out of 10, he really want to be in a relationship with her.
Does having your shit together mean you just got money? That's what it is.
No, it's just shit together in general. Like you self-sufficient.
You're self-sufficient. You got your shit together. You locked in.
I wouldn't say it necessarily has money, because when you're in your 20s, like it's not unless you like
but they preface that he got his shit together. So that's one of the anomalies of somebody that's 20-something years old.
Like a JP or like those ones who got fucked up, these basketball cats who got fucked up by these older chicks.
I mean,
like PJ.
PJ, yeah. There's the only one I can think of now, but
I could never like. I don't even look good.
I guess they got their shit together. I don't know. They're young.
Jalen Green
with a lot of money.
Jalen Green.
They're young kids with a shit ton of money. I don't know.
Like, they got their shit together, and they're dealing with the older woman, and they're in a real deal relationship.
So shit together. But the shit together mean they got a lot of money. Will they blow it at the end of their career, or
no? So shit together is money and they priorities together, bro. It's just like in general.
I understand when you have shit together, but if you're 24, 25 years old and you get paid a couple $1 million to play basketball, that don't mean you get the shit together. You're making a lot of money, but that mean you get.
That's what I'm saying. But in a general sense, if somebody who has we all know when somebody says they have their shit together, it is inclusive of money, but they're responsible. They're, they are a person that's a responsible individual.
Their own place, own car.
Like they walk around smiling.
Okay. Yeah, they're self-sufficient individuals.
they were like, why he always smiling? He just always
cool.
You trolling, Marcus. You trolling.
I'm not trolling. But I get what you're saying. But I don't think those people are responsible. But yeah, they just got lucky. They're the one-offs, man. They're not the general. That
I
I'm
know
talking
somebody
about.
who's like that. Somebody who
They're
is
not the
like
general
11
people I'm
years
talking
younger
about.
than me, and he would want. I've known him for a long time, a decade,
And
and
what about him?
he would want to be in a relationship.
No, most dudes want to be in a relationship.
No, I'm saying with me, and I'm older.
11
why
years
you
is
ain't get in a
not like
relationship with him?
yeah. So
You're not ready.
what's the problem?
Oh, she said when they do that, don't worry about it.
No.
Ain't
It's
at the
not.
bar.
She said that.
Even though he knows you've been around, kid, he still wants to be there. Yeah, okay. What's the problem?
Well, he's had every opportunity and
Mm-mm.
hasn't taken the
Okay,
steps to.
Jesus.
Hold on.
She willing. She willing, and he ain't do what he's.
Well, I'm saying
know
like
why?
to
He ain't doing what she want him to do.
Dang, y'all ain't gonna let her answer.
no.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll say this. You can say like, I want to be with you. I want to take you out. I want to do these things. And the action doesn't follow behind it, right? So like, you saying these things, and then you can make it happen. So,
So he's not made it happen.
yeah. So
you know how flawed that sounds. It's just like
Nah,
that sounds so.
But I think that maybe because of the age, like I said, I've known them for a very long time. So I think because of the age, it was like I think they wanted to. So sometimes what I've realized is that people say things because they want access to you. But even if they're not getting certain access, like sex access, they still want to keep you around. They want to be relevant in your life.
So, but what was the reason? It was obviously you. There was like a stop. Was it he didn't have enough money? Like, what was it?
I just said that he's
saying it's on him, bro.
She's saying it's on him. The ball is in his court. Ball in his court.
So what? Cool. Okay, so but what did he have to do to do it?
So it's like you want to spend time with me to take it to another level, to see like where like how things can progress. You haven't met a woman like me. You're saying that you just can't.
So are you just cutting it off? Said that's not what I want. Because
I'm not saying anything. I'm just like, okay, well, can I take you out? Can I take you out, spend time with?
Why is she not saying yes?
Can I take you out and spend time with you?
It's on him.
And it doesn't follow up. So like, I'm not gonna chase you. Like,
so he said, I want to do this, and you say, yeah, let's go on a date. And he doesn't follow up.
Yeah, he doesn't follow up.
Does that even sound fucking for real to you? Like, come on, bro. Like, real. I know we gotta listen to what everybody says.
But I'm just saying he doesn't follow up. He doesn't follow up. He says it, and that's why I said I think he just wants to be relevant in my life. Like, and I
get that. I get that. But like, if it was me, and I'm like, yo, I really want to do this, and you're like, all right, cool, I'm down, and then let's go on Friday, and I don't show up, then that's different. But you like what you're saying.
So here's the thing. This is what I think. I think that people want to do certain things, but they don't feel like they're in a position to do it.
Yeah. So you're saying he doesn't have enough. He thinks maybe he doesn't have enough money. Maybe he doesn't have this, so he's not pursuing you the way that you need to be pursued.
Pretty much. So then,
because what you're saying is like it's like.
So like, and if I share with him, like I've he'll reach out to me and stuff like that. But if I share with him, like talking to somebody or whatever, he doesn't like that. He doesn't like that, and he's like, well, okay. I can treat you better than he can. Well, I'm like, well, that's kind of hard to say because you haven't. So like,
it almost sounds like someone's like, I want to be there for you, but I don't have it, and then you're like, get it.
I don't put any pressure. Like, hey, listen, if you say you love me, you say these things, and then you have the opportunity. And if you don't take the opportunity, then it's just
it sounds like old buddy ain't stable enough to do back up what he said he want to do.
Probably because you're gonna have to. He probably feels like he has to be a certain, I don't want to say like level, but he has to make sure he's coming correct.
If he do take you out and do all this stuff that he's saying, he got to keep it up.
And I'm not a superficial person where it's like, oh, you gotta take me out every weekend.
It's not that you saying to keep it up. It's just all the shit that he's saying that he put in.
That just seems hella sad, or not sad. So, but like, it seems like if that's really what you're saying, he's saying is, yeah, you wouldn't want to fuck with that dude anyways. Like he's kind of like,
it's only gonna get worse.
Yeah, like he's always like, oh, I'm such a loser. That's literally what you're explaining to me.
And he has a lot of and the thing is, I think that he probably at one point he probably was still wanting to do his thing, like, but he has a lot of options.
Feels that way. He wants
very nice looking.
If he wants that capacity, he probably got some new J's. He's like, you know what I mean, he's fresh. You know what I mean, like probably a little. He does some push-ups on the side of the street and shit. Like,
oh, he works out heavy.
That's him, bro. Like, yeah, like it. I mean, I don't know really cats like that, but I can only imagine. He's like, man, baby, I'll take. Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah. Well, you wouldn't want nobody like that because that's gonna be just disappointment.
Well, no, because you're disappointing now. It's like you don't even have to. I don't even ask for anything. Like you don't got to tell me anything. You don't have to. Like you're saying it because you can't get me out of your system. Like you can't get rid of me mentally. So we have a connection, and that's fine. You have a connection with somebody forever. Like it's just
so you do like him.
Yeah, we have a connection. I care for him, but
hey, well, boost him up. Like all girls say, you know what? I'm here for you, and I'll do all this. Boost him up.
I've done.
You boosting up, you're gonna be boosting them up forever, goddamn.
I don't think that's the case. I don't know.
Nah, they ain't even in no relationship, and it's this difficult, bro. It's not that difficult, bro.
A person does what they want to do for you.
But do you understand how men operate? Like I don't understand. Like for me, this conversation is kind of wild because it's like I feel. Jay, hey, I don't know you, but I think you're a cool person. I think you're leaving some shit out. But like for me, I'm thinking like you've told him some shit, or maybe whatever, that he is not that dude. Like he ain't got it. Like I don't see dudes being like, ooh. Like I mean, some dudes do. I get it. Some dudes do. But at that point, I don't think you wouldn't show that regard.
I don't think he's doing that though.
Like what you're showing right now, like you show something like I want him to do better.
I'll say this: we had a certain kind of relationship, right? I'll say that we had a certain kind of relationship, and then it built into a friendship and built into like a love for one another, and to the point where like he wanted to pursue something, but he just wasn't taking the step. So it's like now. Years go by, you're saying that you want to be this person in my life, but you're just not taking the steps to do it. And I'm not the one like, oh, he has to pursue me. And I don't feel like that, but I feel like you have to put the effort in. So you're not putting the effort.
Would the effort be like he has his own crib, his own house?
Yeah, he has his own stuff, his own place, all that stuff.
I don't understand what the fucking problem is then. Like you're leaving something out. Like it is. There's definitely something you're leaving out.
No, I just think that I think that he was probably used to the access that he had with me, and then he no longer had that same access. Like I'm not.
So you switched up.
I'm unbothered by he wants to put his way over the probably the years that he's dealt with other women. He said that it always reverts back to me, and so he just has to see what this is, if it can be something
I told my girl one day, I was like, the best version of a man you might get is when he cheats on you, and then he figures out you're like the one, and most girls don't. That part you don't get. Like I don't know, like it's like in that point, like when you like, if you did something and you're like, I could have fucked this all up, and he's probably like the best version that you're gonna ever get. But
when he cheats on you,
if he cheats on you, because men and women are different. If they do, it depends. It depends.
Wait, you're saying when he cheats on you and then he does what? He come.
If it's just like because there's different kind of cheating. Like if it's cheating like someone he works with, like if someone like he like
cheating
like
is sex. I don't know. Like what?
No. Like there's two different ones. There's one that's like very involved, like him asking this person out. I think it's different. But if it's just some random and some shit happens, that's not really, that is what it is. But a lot of times when that shit happens, then he realizes how good his girl is. Like 100%. Like, you know what? Like, dude, like could have fucked this shit up. And you probably got
I get that part.
But like,
sometimes you guys need to do those things in order to like realize what you have.
Then you realize what you got. And it's like, all right. But it's so totally different with women, though.
Yeah.
Well,
Macaroni did it. He knows what's up.
Well, any final thoughts for tonight? This was a great show.